stream. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, sweet Joel and I are back from the dead, even though we weren't really dead, as the last video a week ago should have proven.
Oh, there we go. We're trying to find it. Alright, let me just post it on our,
Yeah, well, I'm at it too.
Twitters
Let me get my computer hooked up to the, to a charger real quick.
Yep, I'm just gonna promote it.
Good. Why can't chargers be easier to uncoil?
I know. Hang on, just let me send it to my friends.
Yeah, don't worry about anything right yet, Joel. I'm still trying to plug in my computer. I had to get up to do that. Alright, there we go.
I'm glad.
Oh, speaking of which, we need to check to make sure the stream's actually here.
No, it's here. I see it on my YouTube channel.
Good. Let me check the sound real quick, because that's what we've had trouble with in the past.
And send it to...
I apologize if I don't see any comments. If anyone has left one yet, I'm getting there. And there we go. 2 are already watching. That's cool. Has left one yet. I'm getting there.
And also, for later people, go to Doc Holocron's channel for my discussion on the latest Clone Wars arc that we did together. So, be on the lookout.
Oh yeah, we're great on we're good on audio.
Right. And I think and so far so good on the copyright. So we are good.
Yeah. So far we're in the clear there. Hang on. We got a oh, hey, Doc's here. What's up, Doc? Hadn't heard from you in a long time. Also, I apologize in advance, people, if I don't immediately comment back, since I am the one controlling the game. So,
and I'm just promoting this like a crazy person. 'Cause why not? Right?
All right. Let's see. Everything good. Controls fine. Yep. Yeah, I was waiting for Joel. Oh, Joel, you totally missed the joke.
What I miss?
Yeah, what's up, Doc? Come on.
Dang it.
Oh, that's right. We gotta go to. Oh, that's right. We gotta go to Keebler Graveyard first. Oh,
we gotta talk to Palpatine. I mean, the Nort.
The sad part is I don't even think you did that intentionally.
No, I did that intentionally.
Well, you bullshitted it pretty well. Alright, so, as you can see from the last video, we were level 15, 16, something around there. We've jumped up about 20 levels, and also that is our current hold-up, much better array of abilities than we once had.
Right, and also, just for anybody who's curious why I'm making Star Wars jokes, apart from the fact that I'm a Star Wars fan, Birth by Sleep, Team Mark Birth by Sleep, is pretty much Revenge of the Sith. Okay? It is like straight up Revenge of the Sith.
Well, it's also straight up just prequel, so that's what it is.
Yeah, mostly Revenge of the Sith, though. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
Not much Attack of the Clones, otherwise, Terra and Aqua will be talking about sand.
Also, I want to apologize to the people who I know we've had a couple of people asking when the next stream was going to be, and I want to just apologize for that. Joel and I, well, especially me, I've been incredibly busy with college work, because when you're responsible for other people's grades, especially in group work, you tend to not have a lot of free time on your hands.
Oh boy. Group work.
Yeah, Doc says, but does it have Dexter Jetster?
Sadly, no, but that would be a great crossover. Dexter Jexter in Hollow Bastion, and his Ruby's Diner in Hollow Bastion.
Yeah. So, Joel and I haven't even said this yet. The plan for this stream so far, what we're going to do is, we're going to get through Terra's story. I've leveled up enough to where that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then we'll probably start Ventus's, as to what we do with Ventus, I really don't know. The problem with Ventus's, story is, like, if you're playing on harder difficulties, the beginning worlds have a bit of a steep, level curve. As Joel saw when I played Ventus on Critical, and I learned as I played on Critical.
And a friendly reminder to everybody, Master Xehanort is voiced by Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock.
God rest his soul.
I know.
This has gotten a lot better since then. You
Leonard Nimoy doing his best Palpatine impression.
Yeah. I actually like the rat. B-Grip C here. What's up, man?
Damn.
The good news is the stream and the YouTube are better connected now. I don't know what that's about, so I guess the delay's a little better. At least comment-wise. And now we get to probably the most disappointing part of this of these games, Joel.
The flashbacks?
Or the fact that it incorporates flashbacks and then just kind of forgets them after a while.
Yeah.
I feel like if we had like one or two more flashbacks here and there, these would probably feel a lot more relevant. Also, I'm one of the people here that thinks this one with Terra, Aqua, and Ven is a bit too easy.
I'll go see.
Yeah.
That
So I'm
just
promoting more people if I came to our live stream.
that Terra just happening to setting Ventus off.
What's your name?
It's a bit easy.
Yeah, I also kind of find it weird Terra doesn't know Master Xehanort right now. I feel like...
Or at least doesn't seem to. Does Eric? What is Ericus just treat Master Xehanort like that drunk uncle that no one knows the name of? Is that what he is?
I'm always a little confused in the timelines. Like, this is after the whole Vanitas incident with Ventus, right?
No. Yes, I think so.
Like,
I think the thing here is he's just merged, I believe, with Sora's heart, or Sora's at least allowed it to heal. So I would imagine he's still. I guess the logic is getting used to having a Keyblade again.
Also, does Master Ericus have his scars by this point?
No, Xehanort gives them to him.
No, they look like he has his scars.
Maybe.
Why is Vanitas still
I'm never sure about that timeline either. Like,
When does
they have
we know?
this
Well,
feud.
hang on. Who do you think is the worst judge of character, Terra or Ericus?
managed to escape?
Well, we see Terra judge a lot more people poorly, so I'm more inclined to say Terra. Though Ericus, in a lot of ways, is responsible for how far Terra gets stupid. So,
The unversed.
maybe I don't know. Joel, what do you think?
Apple doesn't fall from the tree.
For me, Ericus. Yeah, Vigriff, I can't disagree there.
I mean, technically, Ericus' best friend was like a psychopath, so...
Yeah, that we don't quite know yet how he became a psychopath, but with 3 on the way, we'll get that.
What I can tell you about Vanitas amounts to this. His darkness is drawn.
You know, Joe, there's a question I have.
Which he seeks to disrupt.
The fact that Terra doesn't realize Master Xehanort's clearly evil right now?
Nor
Nobody
the
moves
fact,
their fingers
or at
like
the
that.
very least, why Ericus is not asking what the
Beaker says...
what the fu-
Strike next in the sun.
Mainly because he knew Xehanort for how much longer than Terra. Yeah, Vigriff, yeah. Or maybe Xehanort's got some like something over Ericus, I guess.
Take care of it.
That could be a thing. Like he's got a. Actually, that would make some sense. Because why would Ericus even tolerate Xehanort if that were the case?
Maybe it's like a Dumbledore Grindelwald thing going on. Maybe there was a little chemistry. It's a Harry Potter thing.
Chemistry as in sexual tension or what?
Well, the book doesn't kind of implies it, but doesn't go full on, sadly. As much as I would like it to, but yeah.
The sad part is I don't. For some reason, I kind of see Xehanort as just kind of being kind of apathetic toward all that.
No, I'm sure he is, but I feel like Xehanort needs charisma to like maybe like get Ericus to believe that they were friends.
Well, the sad part is I believe Xehanort has charisma. I just think Terra's one of the biggest idiots in Kingdom Hearts. Well, he isn't one of the biggest. He is one of the biggest, but you know.
Well, it's so well written.
Yeah. Well, that's also the Earthshaker. It's a big. It's already kind of still is, but.
Well, just say you're gonna get 10 times more powerful, Cole, when you get new Keyblades.
Yeah. Well, I do have new Keyblades.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just choosing.
Leveled up big time.
Oh yeah. So oh yeah. Believe me,
working. Oh,
As you
you gotta hit him from the back, Cole.
Oh, I know that. That's also a good show of how how big my defense has gotten.
That too. So cool. I think I figured
A
out
lot of characters are idiots, and it makes it difficult for me to like them because of it. I am, I'm especially that way with Terra. Ooh, Doc posted 5 is more same thing.
Awesome.
Also, new shoot lock.
Doc. Congrats.
Oh, that's neat. So that's what lightning ray does, huh? Neat. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the stream, to playing on the stream. It's been for those who can't tell, it's been a while since I've streamed.
Yeah, our lives are getting busier by the day.
My is little, and I gotta forget not
breaking up, Cole.
I know.
I'm losing you.
Still there?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay. Yeah, Terra's the one I find it the hardest to like mainly is the dumbass decisions he makes.
Aqua's the most tolerable.
Yeah. I didn't even know Doc was doing Clone Wars fan fiction.
Mm-hmm. He's done a few others. I know he do.
Well, I know he's done a few others. I just didn't know he had been doing a long-running Clone Wars. And here we are in Radiant Garden. Alright. Also, yes, I have Chiraga. It's very easy to get... Do I have none of... Shit, I don't have high jump yet. Yeah, we gotta go that.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, yeah, we gotta go to Morla. Ventus is my least favorite of the 3.
I can't agree with that.
For me, it's Terra, Ven, and then Aqua. Aqua's my favorite out of any of them.
I do like Aqua. She probably is the best.
Yeah. I think that my problem with Ventus is I have a really hell of a time buying his motivations.
He acts like a 10-year-old when he's 16.
Well, the sad part, too, and that's why I said if we had more flashbacks giving me an idea of how he got the ideas he had, that's one thing, but we get barely any context.
He acts a little too young.
Yeah.
I think.
Especially from being a person who is apparently from the days of the Keyblade War.
A book that makes people stronger.
I can't, like, if I were writing him and, like, he got his memories back to the Keyblade War, I just have, like, he would be like I would write him like a veteran who's seen, like, a veteran from NAM. Like,
well, to be fair, he's clearly lost his memories somehow.
Well, if he got his memories back.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, and that's the thing they've been that's the thing I guess Nomura has been saying, huh?
A bit like David Tennant's doctor.
Yeah, hang on, we need to check this. I rarely use the command boards.
See, Vigor says I can tolerate Aqua, but I can't ignore that she let Maleficent go and had a hand in causing the universe a lot of suffering.
Yeah, now that you mention that, yeah.
It's not like he...
Well, the sad part there, Joel, is that's the whole. Do you stop someone for the good of the universe, or do you let them go? And just letting her go when she clearly could have just continued. That's where issues start to arise. Doc says, but Holocron, what the hell am I saying? But Aqua is best girl. Oh, hey, she got tainted by that D. I mean X.
She got exactly.
I mean
no,
MX.
X, you're right. She got norted.
Yeah. See, no matter what letter I use to try to make that joke, it's still not going to sound right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Had wanted to join up. Don't worry, people. If this happens when we save, it's all good. It's all cool. So you know, I wanted to try to join Sora at the end of the world, right?
Yes, you've told me this multiple times.
I kept thinking, you know, how's she gonna fight? How's she gonna fight? Maybe I'll give her some powers or something. And then it came to me. She'll be an archer.
Or why don't you do the better thing and have her kind of be a tinker? Why not have her be the brains behind the whole ship being a thing in the beginning?
Well, for one thing, because they don't go to End of the World via ship, they go to End of the World
Well, I'm
via
not
magical
saying
portal.
that, but you could at least make her resourceful.
Yeah, but I wanted her to actually be there on the ground.
Yeah, but can't she be there on the ground and still be resourceful?
Yeah, but can she? Maybe I'll do both. I'll make her an archer.
Yeah, because that's the
and
whole
she'll
thing.
be
If you just
smart.
make her just a regular fighter, then what else is there? Because other than that, she's kind of just there as filler, other than to kind of serve Sora as a character, which kind of does that a little injustice. Actually, a lot of injustice thinking about that.
Yeah.
You
don't
want her to have a reason for herself to be there, not just to be there for Sora, but a reason for herself. If I were you, Joel, I'd make it her going there is her thinking maybe there'll be a way that she can get her home back.
Well, I would think. Well, I'm kind of writing it right now where she doesn't like the fact that she was asleep and that she's been on the sidelines the whole time. Like she feels dignified. She wants to, be there on the front line with her friends. And also Star from Star vs. the Force of Evil kind of points her in the right direction. Would you see Aqua as a Jedi counselor?
Consular.
Well, you know more about this Cole than I do. You play the game, right?
Huh?
I think so. Isn't that he seems more of the...
Yes. Ideological-wise, ability-wise, she's more of a sentinel more than she is anything else. But yeah, stupid mandrakes, yeah. I hate these freaking bird unversed.
When you say home, you mean Destiny Island?
Huh? Yeah,
When you say
that
home,
is her
yeah.
home.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, I'm kind of making it where she doesn't really care about Hollow Bastion.
Well,
Yeah,
exactly. Well, she has no reason to care. She's never known it.
Exactly.
Beaver says the Arch Ravens, yeah.
I could do it, but maybe I'll do both. Like, she's good at archery and Star gives her the weapons, but then she kind of becomes
Or
like,
at least
the
give her
great
at least a
archer.
decent, or give her like a good eye. Maybe that's how she picks up archery. Being resourceful, having a good eye, archer.
I better go back and redo them a little bit.
The thing you will begin to realize about Joel and I pick up people is that sometimes I will say something to Joel and he'll be like, oh shit, yeah, I probably should think about that.
I've been doing this alone by myself, Cole. Sometimes I can't think of everything.
You shouldn't have to. Sometimes inspiration comes in very weird places. Alright, let's see how quick this goes.
I'm this close to finishing it, and I'm so excited.
Or at least part one.
The story one.
Yeah. Okay, this is going by way too fast.
Nah, it's good, Cole. We want to be done. We want to get
Alright,
this,
people,
we want some speed run.
how many minutes do you think I can get this? Really?
Let's see. I'm gonna bed 2 hours.
No, I mean this boss.
Oh. Well, if it goes at the rate it's going, like 3 more minutes.
I'll just do this.
Let's see. Who's here?
Trinity
Armor
Armor
Superior, Guard Armor Inferior. Oh,
I will
let's
actually
see,
agree with that. Actually, I do actually like Trinity Armor's design, and why can't I beat it? Oh. Damn it, stop. Thank you.
And of course, I've come up with my outline for my Chain of Memory story now.
Nice, and done.
So the idea is, for the lovely audience, it's gonna be mostly the same thing. Riku's story is more or less the same.
Yeah, well, actually, funny thing, the Chain of Memories Riku story is probably one of the best solo stories in the Kingdom Hearts universe overall.
Yeah, probably. Sword story, the basics are the same. The worlds are different, though. The worlds are based off of Donald and Goofy's memories, more or less. Like one is, and they kind of have like a historical thing. I'm gonna.
An idea you made, Joel, show the time.
He said to take 2 grown-ups.
Beaker says, and this is where my sympathy for the trio drops.
Yep. You know what's sad? How is it that Final Fantasy 15 can make me buy having a group session, and yet this kind of just the part here is it's not even played as more character stuff as more of it is a plot device.
I just realized I had two of these going at the same time. That's weird. Yeah. Anyway, but the world are kind of like Timeless River, Sora the Beanstalk, which is a later Disney cartoon. I think I only have like 3, and I think I'm gonna stick with 3. Not gonna make it too long.
Yeah, you don't matter. I got a chain of memories.
And the third one is based off of Goof Troop, where Sora's gonna be a 10-year-old, and he thinks he's best friends with Max and PJ, and they're a next door neighbor. Sort of like a weird Goof Troop self-insert kind of thing going on.
Thing is, Joel.
What?
You know what my problem with this whole little session is?
What?
I don't get the Keyblade ideology.
You've been spying on me? Is that what he said to do?
I don't get it either.
I do not get. I don't get what it is that Aqua's trying to say to him, and I don't get what it is.
Terra, just stay
Yep,
put.
you're breaking up, Cole.
I'm on my own now. All right.
I don't know. Oh, there we go. And I don't know
Listen.
that.
Has no reason to distrust you, really. He was just worried.
I don't know exactly what it is that either of them thinks that any of them think they're fighting for.
The light.
Yeah, whatever that is. The sad part is Kingdom Hearts 1 kind of goes into depth about what these concepts kind of are, whereas Birth by Sleep kind of just dances around it without ever giving a clear answer.
What do you mean?
For Kingdom Hearts 1 is simple and clean. It's just good guys.
I mean,
bad
hell, I can
guys.
say this, Joel. 2 is even a bit more clear cut than that, at least when it comes to its ideas.
You're apparently not a very good liar.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like good guys,
Xehanort would never
bad guys.
caught by a thief
Yeah.
like you.
Bad guys do bad things. We must stop them.
And then when we get here, I'm like, okay, what is it we're going with here? Hey, look, it's Brig.
Better show up before I lose my patience.
Yay, he's my favorite organization member.
Yeah. And he's coming back in 3. Of course he is.
Hooray!
Well, pretty much everyone's coming back in 3. Also, Creepy Doll Girl is a toy.
Okay. Doc asks, hey Cole, are you gonna watch Star Wars Resistance?
I knew that question was going to be asked eventually. Not religiously. I'll probably watch the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Do you have the Disney Channel or the Disney XD app?
No. That's the other reason don't have that much incentive to right now watch it. I may actually wait until it comes out eventually on DVD.
Is it gonna come out on DVD? They've never been that good with. Actually, no, they have all 4 episode seasons of Rebels on DVD.
Yeah,
so I take that
they'll release it. It'll just be probably a little while. Yeah.
back.
The sad part is a lot of people have been complaining about the overall animation of the show. I actually like it because it's very Rooster Teeth like, and I kind of like that, and I can't really explain why. No. Well, yeah, but also more so, it has kind of a video game, kind of Overwatch, kind of a modern kind of twist to it. So the aesthetic of the show for me kind of works.
Doc says it reminds me of Stormhawks.
Yeah, I can see that. For me right now, the key thing is, to me watching it, is the writing good? Do I immediately need to go out and see it? Because that was part of my issue with watching Rebels, is that I thought to myself, there's not enough going on episode to episode for me to really start caring about things right yet. V-Griff. Yeah, it does. What I liked about 358 over 2 days is that it showcases true friendship, unlike the other games where it's mostly implied. Yes! I agree.
I haven't watched Days in a while, but yeah, I can agree.
Yeah, that is probably... The weird thing about Days is that Days is probably the...
Game.
Huh?
that and the Twilight Town gang, I think, are like some of the best cases of friendship.
In terms of friendship, yeah.
Like, I've said this before, Cole, and I stick by what I say. I believe Roxas' relationship with the Twilight Town gang way more than I did Sora, Riku, and Kairi.
Yeah. Well, the other thing,
Like,
too, with the Roxas, with the Twilight gang, is we get to spend a lot of time with them and seeing their friendship unfold, whereas with KH1, we're only given... How many cutscenes are we given?
2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a few. And then Riku's a jerk! Like, why are you friends? Why is Sora hanging out with this person?
Though the funny thing is, maybe I can buy him getting to that place, but the way it's played there is a little strange. Because clearly Riku was not always like that.
Well, at least in this game, Birth by Sleep, actually, you get to see them being nice to each other.
Well, the other thing, too, is that in the flashback cutscenes, they seem to interact like normal kids were. Like normal kids do.
You mean those black and white ones that they added in Final Mix?
No, I'm talking, well, that too, but also the ones with their children.
Oh, yeah, those two.
Like I think the biggest thing that kills this game, and I continuously say it, I think structure is what kills this game the most.
Yeah.
I have said this time and time again. I have never appreciated the 3 separate stories. Because the way it's done makes it feel very, very unfocused.
What are you after?
Something that a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games in this era have.
Yeah.
Hopefully Kingdom Hearts 3 will rectify that with some focus.
I mean, I'll even say this. I think Dream Drop Distance has a little more focus than Birth by Sleep. Story-wise, it's worse, but structure-wise, it's a little bit better. Because we're at least focusing on only Sora and Riku. And like you and I constantly say, and the thing is, Riku steals the show in that game.
2 things I'll always give not Birth by Sleep, but Days. Structure?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Speaker says structure in the hotel don't show mindset the series has. Yeah.
Well, structure, I'll give Days this. Structure and momentum.
Yeah. That's the one thing
Like
Days
we're
does. And
moving
the weird thing is the mission system that
Drink
Days...
up distance, my bad.
Yeah. But I'll say this for Days. For Days alone, even with its mission system, it allows itself to move in a fairly linear story progression.
Well, it is a linear story.
Well, yeah, but it's still... It's not told like you're going from here to here to here. You can choose whatever mission you want in some cases. And it still manages to work even with that. Oh yeah, here's probably a part that was supposed to feed into something.
You must fight. You can't let this ruffian win.
Yeah, wasn't this a lot more violent?
Yes, this was one of the scenes that was censored.
Use the key blade.
That's right, I have to.
Yeah, it was censored. Yeah, because originally you see Terra actually just shoot the darkness and scratch Brake's face.
See, I always tell people this. If you want to write Terra well, the best model you use is a Clone Wars Anakin.
Yeah, exactly. Doc says lip syncing's a bit off. Yeah.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts, Doc.
The sad part is Birth by Sleep is the one that has it. Oh, that's right. I got a block.
Although, to be fair, I think a lot of these portable games aren't as well dubbed as the main line.
No, I'll agree. In fact, I think if you take a look at the scenes themselves, the lip syncing is nowhere near as spot on as it is in earlier games.
I think, well, I heard somewhere that was Rechain of Memories. They didn't even bother.
No, in Rechain of Memories, they don't even bother. It's actually it gets to the point where it gets hilarious.
Here's not. Birth by Sleep's not that bad. Days is not terrible. Dream Drop Distance isn't terrible.
Well, bear in mind, remember how Days was originally released, Joel? It was a
That too.
Is it gonna show me? Yeah.
3's, I think, is pretty good.
Yeah, 3 so far has been really good.
I mean, you're always gonna get a little bit of that dubbing kind of.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because the problem is oh yeah, this scene right here is censored.
See, I feel like Terra could be more like Clone Wars Anakin.
Yes, he could.
Because I feel like you can write him as sort of that he got that suave kind of heroicism to it, but then the minute he gets angry, he's like he'll kill.
Well, the sad part is that's almost what they're going for, but then they just kind of backtrack on that.
Well done, Terra.
That's because he's never angry. Like
They keep telling me he's angry, but he never is.
But I was consumed by anger.
Also, we did
Right,
that.
like-
We did this whole world in about 20 minutes.
Darkness.
Oh yeah, and of course here's this Xehanort doing some more sidiousness.
The sad part is,
Insidious.
now to be fair, Leonard Nimoy makes most of the dialogue that Xehanort has work.
But that's because you buy with. Well, of course you're gonna listen to Leonard Nimoy.
Well, exactly, but but with the charisma he shows, he makes this dialogue work. You don't buy how Terra buys it, but you buy. You can.
Master Ericus, you see, is so afraid of darkness.
Revenge of the Sith is a lot different than I remember it.
Darkness.
Hey, no.
It shines so bright.
But yeah, like that's what works for Sidious. That's what works for Xehanort. Like the actual wording of the dialogue might, if you read it, like looks wonky, but you buy it because these two are just very charismatic actors.
Leonard Nimoy can make anyone work. I mean, he once played Jafar. I never knew that.
Light and
He
darkness.
did win. I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna look that up.
I want to see that too. But the thing is, Leonard Nimoy was one of those voice actors that could literally make anything sound good.
You are the one who shows the true mark of
Oh yeah.
Also,
as-
funny thing that Xehanort brings up the light getting blinded. You know, Joel, going back to our whole thing about light and darkness in one, there's an interesting thing that I think no one talks about
cause he fears.
Yes.
in the context of one, and it's at the very beginning in the dive to the heart.
The world's much greater good.
Mm-hmm.
Look up the Fairy Tale Theater for its Aladdin segment. Ooh.
Master Xehanort.
Ooh, okay. Note to self. Do that later.
But in the beginning, in KH1 and Dive to the Heart, remember how Darkseid first appears, Joel?
Vanitas,
as Sora's shadow.
bring it.
Remember what the dialogue says. The closer you get to the light, the greater your shadow becomes.
Oh, I love that line. That's a
Especially
good
because that
line.
always invokes that there's always a conflict. That the closer you get to the light, the more your shadow's the more the shadow will grow.
Star Wars has a bit of a similar
Yeah.
line like that in Aftermath when Luke's talking about Ben Solo and saying, you know, like the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. So
Yeah.
Ooh,
Eagle says James
also in it.
Earl Jones is also in it. Well, James Earl Jones is always great.
I love James Earl Jones, so yay.
He plays the genie. Oh, he plays the genie. That sounds amazing.
That is awesome.
I can't do that.
Why are you two not talking? Why don't you two tell each other?
Hug, kiss, something. I don't care.
What did you see? What did you see? Ericus naked at one point or something? You just don't want to relive this memory? It's like what? Actually, I didn't mean it for that to get that real. No, people, don't take it that way. No.
Not. Oh boy, there we go. There goes our credibility.
I didn't mean it like that.
You're right.
Hey, I only ship Terra and Aqua, okay?
Who you? Beaker says they aren't friends, plain and simple. I don't buy that they're friends, yeah.
Like,
And
This isn't even
Joel, let's
a
be fair, you ship Ericus and Xehanort, let's be clear.
I mean, everyone does, and they're gonna. And let's face it, they're really going to eventually.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Especially if Ericus is played by Drake Bell, so you know.
That was Christian Bell.
Drake Bell.
Oh well, I just announced a bunch of people, voice actors. I should have said.
No, Christian, you're thinking Kristen Bell, someone else, Joel. I said Ericus, young Ericus.
Okay.
Beaker says, I effing don't. Really, YouTube? You censor that, and yet... really? Okay. Speaking of censoring... there's a funny thing I want to talk about, Joel, of something I want to talk about gaming-wise. So how much have you kept up with the whole Battlefield 5 fiasco?
None at all. I don't even know what the fiasco to be kept up with.
Well, apparently good old EA strikes again.
Oh goody, what'd they do this time?
Well, Well, for one, people were already mad because they thought they were pushing a social agenda or whatever. That's not the thing I want to focus on. The thing I want to focus on is that in the video game chat for Battlefield 5, apparently they censored the word white man, white people, and Nazi in a game fighting Nazis.
Okay. I mean, I can understand censoring certain words, but those aren't two of them I would think of censoring.
Yeah, especially when every other, it's really strange. Vigor says, why hasn't that company sunk yet? Good question, Vigor.
They must get a lot of suckers.
Unfortunately, Joel, that's correct. We're gonna do
Completion, we can do any of them and not have to worry too much.
let's do Deep Space real quick. We'll do that first.
Let's go to Stitch's world. And hear Stitch only say one word.
This is actually one of the better integrated worlds in this game. No, we're already doing it.
All the way out here?
Okay.
Disney will go by quick.
Not unless you have trouble like me with the dang racing.
I usually don't.
Well, on happier notes, Cole, you know what I'm loving about Kingdom Hearts 3?
What? Also, Vigor says something. Unfortunately, I can only imagine my cousin being one of those suckers. He plays their sports games. Oh, God.
I hate those sports. I don't like those. I like those sports games.
The problem is, I would rather play them physically. I know you really can't, Joel, but that's just me.
I hate sports. But anywho, on happier notes, you know what I'm loving about Kingdom Hearts 3 so far?
What?
I love how so much of it is harkening back to the first game.
Vigor says, shame there are no space mini games in this game. Exactly, Vigor. Continue, Joel.
Yeah, just like the box art looks like the first game.
Yeah.
The trailers are giving me the first game vibes. It's like they went back to their roots for this game in a lot of ways.
No, I can't agree with that. It's more of an evolution of the first game. I think we're beyond going back to the roots. I think it's more of an evolution of the first specifically.
Well, you wouldn't argue that they're harkening back to. Well, you can't argue that.
Harkening back,
to the
yes,
game.
but going back to the roots, I'd say more of an evolution. Because implying going back to the roots almost is not giving it enough credit, in my opinion.
True. Although I did realize somebody was saying this when I was watching a Kingdom Hearts 1 live stream today for somebody else. One of the final scenes at the credits of Kingdom Hearts 1 is Sora and Kairi looking out on the sunset on the beach.
And now they graduated, and they graduated to the tree. I did not mean for that to sound like it did, but you know.
Yep.
Also, happy 69 subscribers, Joel.
Yeah, I'm 69ing it.
Never say that to me again.
Yes, Grand Councilwoman.
Alrighty, I won't.
Yeah, be careful about where you start saying that, Joel. Vigriff, do not tell him what that means, Vigriff. He doesn't know. Just don't.
I'm an innocent boy.
Yeah, you don't tell
Terra's
him. None of y'all tell
already
anyone who comments after this or comes in the stream right at this moment. You don't tell him what that means. Let Joel find that out somehow on his own.
Unversed.
Guess you should join the bad guys.
The sad part is he'd probably be another Pete, especially for following the TV logic. Gantu versus Pete. Figure says, I recommend doing a top 10 list if you want more viewers. Ha 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 ha. 10 list.
We actually did a few top 10 things during our time, but
yeah, we actually did those well when the HoloNet was more of a thing. That was something we did sometimes.
Doc, make that a list. Doc, put that on our roster. I think we should do a top 10 list or something. I don't know what yet.
Top 10 Clone Wars episodes.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good one too. Top 10 Clone Wars episodes. Top 10 favorite Star Wars planets and the
top 10 Star Wars actresses.
Top 10 Sith. Top 10 Jedi.
Top 10 EU stories. Top 10 canon stories.
Actually, that is something I've considered wanting to do. Top 10 books in general.
Also, for some reason, Terra lets Jumba get into his head.
Help! I have been imprisoned.
Of course.
I buy it more with Jumba, but not by much.
I am
I think Jumba's like the least evil of these people.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Jumba's evil, but he at least comes around.
Jumba gets redeemed.
Yeah, and over the course of, let's see, 2, 3, and how many episodes of it gets redeemed? Actually, the Stitch movie really basically redeems him because he basically kind of yeah, he basically is in danger of losing even more of his experiments.
Yeah.
Also, Hamsterville totally needs to be in one of these games.
Oh, I love Hamsterville. I mean, they put Sparky. They put freaking
Yeah,
Sparky
exactly.
in this.
Jumba had a hard time understanding family because he never had a family. Well, he had a wife, an ex-wife. I didn't mean for that to sound as dark as it did.
Ain't better than Goofy's wife.
Oh God.
More Wolf is dead. You think that this is why Goofy's even doing this in the Birth by Sleep? His wife just died and he's still struggling with the fact that he's a single father?
Probably. I mean, if I were a single father and I was good at bashing shields against things, I'd do what he's doing.
And that in Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 8 Memories, it's just Goofy going through a midlife crisis.
I could actually strangely buy that. I don't know why.
It's just Goofy going through his midlife crisis. Max a teenager, doesn't need him.
Vigor says we never really found out who Max's mother was. No, have we ever found out who Max's mother is, Joel?
No, but the people who made Goof Troop said she was dead. Like Goofy said that she's among the stars. That's that little line I showed you for my fanfic later.
Yeah. Also, what the hell did I just pick up? Max totally needs to be in one of these.
Oh, heck yeah. I would love Max to be one of these. And I would write it in a way where it's like Riku Light, where I've told you this before. Let me tell you.
Well, I think I think you are doing the thing of he and Riku are gonna pal around for a bit.
Maybe in more ways than one if I had my way.
What if, here's an even darker thought. What if Max's mother wasn't a dog person?
Well, when Goofy did have a wife in some of the older cartoons, she looked human.
That's interesting.
Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. What I mean by Riku Light is Max is almost somewhat bitter towards Sora. He doesn't hate him, and he's not gonna go full on, I'm gonna turn to the dark side because I'm a whiny teenager.
Also, Vigor says, by the way, what did you think of the anime I sent you to look at? Is it the Overlord one? Because if I'm correct, Joel sent me another one to look at.
Cole's been busy, so...
Yeah, believe me, I have not had time to... Actually, what was the last thing I actually checked out? I'm legitimately trying to think.
I sent it to him, Vigriff.
No, he sent it to me. I know Joel sent it to me.
I got lost here too, so don't worry.
I'm trying to, you know what the sad part is, Joel? I'm trying to remember what the hell I even watched last.
I don't remember. I forgot.
It's the one oh, Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah. You know what's, if you're talking about the Netflix release, V-Grip, I've seen a couple of episodes of that, and I really like it.
You know, I've been kind of watching My Hero Academia on TV, not religiously or not even, like, actively.
Not
just
full on, just watching it casually.
When it's on TV, because, you know, when it's on, it's on. I like it. I like it. I like the main character. He looked like Sora. So.
Deku. I mean... I'm not talking about the one with Mielitis. Then I do not know what is it. I remember you sending it to me. It had another thing in the title, but I couldn't remember exactly what that was. Is it in the same continuity as that one? Because I remember there being a couple of offshoots of Seven Deadly Sins. Actually, if I'm speaking of Seven Deadly Sins, that manga's getting ready to wrap up.
Ooh, nice. Well, anyway, we got sidetracked from Mac for a second.
Where the hell am I going?
Sorry. But so like, I wrote an interlude of Sora and Max talking to each other because Goofy's about to go to the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, you know, instead of moral sins.
Oh, is this the one you're talking about where Max tells Sora to keep his dad safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that you added that in because it really shows that Max is at least being the responsible and saying, "Hey, look out for my dad."
Right. Like
also, Vigor says 7 mortal sins. If that's an offshoot of 7 deadly sins, and I have not seen it, but if it isn't, then I definitely have never heard of it. Oddly enough, there's a surprise, people. There's a lot of anime I have never in my life heard of.
Cole's not that much of an anime expert, people.
Well, I to be fair, I love anime, but the thing people have to realize about anime is so much anime and manga out there. It would be next to impossible for me to know quite a bit of them.
A lot of good and a lot of sucky.
Yeah. It's unrelated to the 7 deadly sins on Netflix, and yeah, I would not know it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but there's a lot of really bad stuff out there. A lot of good ones too. Anyway, continue, Joel.
Yeah, we're talking about that scene, and like, I want to balance it out, because on the one hand, I kind of want Max to have like somewhat a resentment towards Sora, because, you know, Sora's keeping his dad away from him. But I don't want to write as like, you know...
Too angsty?
Just not angsty, but just the fact where Max is being like completely selfish.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You want that's the thing. That's the thing about when writing a story. You want your characters to have flaws and ones that they can learn from. That's a good thing when writing a story.
The bad guys.
Yeah. Go to a website called Watch Cartoon and look up the 7 mortal sins. I will. Watch Cartoon. Is that the one they're going to now? There's so many. A lot of those websites have gone. It also says Overlord. Yeah. Believe me, I am so not familiar with those websites. I have to I don't have to legally say that for reasons.
Cole, let me ask you something.
Yeah?
Do you think it would undermine Riku if during his whole I'm gonna go into the darkness phase, for him to have some companions along the way?
It depends on how it's done. I mean, the thing you can do is you can do a Cypher, Fusion, and Raijin, which oddly is from Final Fantasy VIII, is, it gets to a point where Cypher gets so far gone that even Fusion and Raijin, it's the first time she actually speaks in complete sentences. She looks at him and says, "We're your friends and we always will be, but you're being used, Cypher. You're not what you once were, and we are not going to continue enabling this." And then in the end he turns on them.
Well, Riku's not gonna do that.
Yeah, but at the very least have companions that maybe... I mean, you don't have to do the evil companion thing, but you could at the very least have ones that would be like, "Oh, Master Riku's here!"
Yay! No, my idea is, okay, so after Shaded Memories, I'm gonna do a Riku... It's gonna be in between Days and Shaded Memories.
Mm-hmm.
It's that Riku story, which is kind of what Nomura wanted to do anyway.
Yeah.
And then basically the idea would be... He teams up with Mabel from Gravity Falls and Max.
Yeah.
So long story short, they have an adventure in Jafar. They win. And then Bill Cipher kind of did this thing, and they win. And then basically, Riku gives, or Diz, or somebody gives Mabel and Max the Organization 13 code. And it's like, you know, hey, you want to come along with me while I do my thing?
Why, whenever I hear that, do I think of Tenzin?
I don't know. I love that. But anyway, like, the idea basically is Max and Mabel join Riku during the events of Days. And then they kind of do a little bit of a split.
Like I said, that just depends on what's done.
This whole time I've been
I don't know, but I kind of want to see, like, Goofy run into this guy with the I don't know, because I've seen pictures of Max in Organization Code, and, like, that's kind of cool.
I find out how little I really know myself.
Oh, you want to know something cute? Cute, Cole?
What? Have you been drinking caffeine?
You sure about him?
I drank some soda and pizza.
Maybe in his heart he wants friends.
We are not. I am sorry, people. We are still not helping the fact that to trying to prove that we are not on drugs. Joel really wanted to do the stream last week when he was sick too, so he could really prove to you that he was on drugs.
I was on some cold medicine.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cole. I did something kind of cute where when Goofy first arrives on screen after they try to make contact.
Yeah.
When Max sees him, the first thing Max does is he calls Goofy Daddy, and then just goes straight to calling him Dad again.
Nice. All right, here's Oh yeah, here's Sparky.
Sparking.
Sparky, Joel, not sparking.
I said Sparky.
You said sparking.
Oh, sorry. Plus, I'm trying to set up a thing where I want.
Where the hell did
Jumma
Jumma get that vial of water? V. Griffith, he was in prison, so I really don't think you want to know.
Desperate times, man. Desperate times.
Have none of you ever seen? Seriously? Have you never seen Pulp Fiction?
We just did an entire story about Star Wars prison.
Oh God. Vigor says good point. I prefer to be called evil genius. Man, I am blowing through these bosses like it's nothing.
Well, Cole, you trained up to like level 39 on the, and we're like we only need like level 6 battle power.
That's Riku, not me. Yeah, man. Sad part is Jump is actually written like he was in the movies.
What is it? Why have you returned?
Sad part is his voice actor died, so
Unfortunately.
he ain't coming back.
Yeah. Well, didn't they replace him at one point? Speaking of prison, why didn't Galactic Republic put some of those people on death row? You know, that's a good question. I wonder how the Galactic Federation of Turo actually works.
I thought he was talking about the Star Wars Galactic Republic. Oh, he's talking about this Galactic Republic.
Well, actually, speaking of Galactic Republic and Star Wars, did they have much of a thing of death row in Star Wars?
I remember.
Oh, whoa. I forget. I completely forgot about Bounty Hunter for a minute. Yeah, the year says Star Wars. I forgot completely about Star Wars Bounty Hunter, where that asteroid thing, where they have to break a prison out. There are legit, like, the actual prisons in Star Wars.
V-Griff, I'll send you our little discussion we did today, actually, about Bounty Hunter arc in Clone Wars.
By the way, Joel, can you and I both agree that the one thing that really needs to be recanonized is the Star Wars Bounty Hunter game?
That would be awesome.
Or at least remade.
That would be awesome too.
Especially
also,
remade with better camera controls, because the camera controls in that game sucked ass.
Dude, that game was hard. I always lost so easily. Although I wish I could play it now because I feel like I would be a better gamer at it.
I think probably I think they probably know that these criminals can be useful, so killing them won't solve anything. True. Beaker says, I mean, there was this guy called Evil Moral. I can't remember the guy's name. Moral Evil. Well, there have been a lot. Oh, Dr. Holland. Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Holland didn't see. He said, Moral Evolve.
Do you know him, Joel?
Yeah, we actually just talked about him actually, V-Griff, on Doc Holocron's channel, and I'll send you a link to that discussion right now.
Oh God, Herc, it pains me to see you like this. But you're gonna be a party member in 3.
Finally. Well, I like seeing Hercules during his TV.
Oh, I do too, but I just see him get up beat by a bunch of Heartless where these should be easy for him, even now. Like I mean, Hercules is like One Punch Man in this universe. One punch and these things would be out. Hercules is the One Punch Man of this universe. That's my quote for this stream. Hercules is One Punch Man. That's the Riku. He was sort of a party member in KH1. He sort of is one here too, but in 3 he's definitely a party member. I don't understand why they don't turn him into a jobber, yeah. Speaking of Jabba, we need Jabba the Hutt in one of these games.
Yeah.
Actually, well...
Jabba the Hutt could be like a trader Sora has to go to get information. Or Wunga Matinga Twanga. Or Dr. Sora Donald
Is there actually a consistent Hutt language out there somewhere on the internet?
If there is, I don't know it. I just make it up.
You okay?
So basically, Huttese is the pig Latin of Star Wars.
Thanks.
Fun fact, Morale of all, it was voiced by Steven Stanton. They should not be that much for you. See, Master Riku gets it. Falcon Punch. I mean, Hercules Punch. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, yeah. How about... wait, Master Riku, how about Hercule Punch? Oh, that just sounds pathetic.
One day, I'm gonna win them all and become a true hero.
Also, I guess this means that Herc is at least 21 or at least in his 20s in KH1.
Somebody said that the cool thing about the Disney timelines is that you can actually fudge it where time can pass in the other world and Sora can still be 16. Like, yeah. Sora can come back to Disney World and then he finds out, oh, Goofy now has a 10-year-old son.
Yep. Master Riku, that works sort of. Maybe if Hutts are one of the few species that I wouldn't mind committing genocide against. Well...
Well, you run the risk of completely undoing the entire criminal underworld, so...
Yeah, that too. I mean, well... It's sad to say that pretty much all the... this is another terrible Terra world. Terrible Terra.
Oh, no. Yes, let's trust them. Let's trust... Well,
let's trust the blue man with the flaming hair. Yeah, I'm totally gonna trust him.
Voiced by James Woods.
Because why wouldn't you trust James Woods?
Not if you
Dark
read his
movie
Twitter.
perfect. That's genuinely funny.
How sad is this?
Now, if you read his Twitter, that's not good. That
Pains me to see it.
Beaver says, I don't care, considering they're naturally born evil.
Who are you? Name it.
Master Riku, yeah, now that I think about it, Sora's still gonna look like a cub when going back to the Pride Lands. Yeah. Hades will never get boring. That's because James Woods will never get boring.
Okay, stay with me.
I realize that James Woods. Well, yeah, technically James Woods. But Hades has been in almost as many Kingdom Hearts games. It's like the only other Disney villain who's like been in the most Kingdom Hearts games outside of maybe Maleficent.
Hades being voiced by a Trump supporter makes sense. Yeah, it does actually.
Dun dun dun! Alrighty, let's pull it back before we get nasty. But yeah, oh man, what?
Right when you say get can anyone in the comments tell me if they remember? There's a band that did a version of "Come On Get Happy" out there. It might even been the same band, but instead of it, "Come On Get Happy," it's "Let's Get Nasty." It may even be by the same group.
Easy. You sign up for the game.
And every time I hear that word, that's the song I think of, and I start laughing uncontrollably because of that song. It's such a happy-sounding song, but it's such a very sexual song.
You know, I'm surprised that they never gave Hades more to do outside of just his world, considering how many games he's been in.
Well, when you start trying to bring in the Lord of the Underworld into the mix, that's where it's good.
Why wouldn't you bring in the world?
And bigger if I prefer, yeah. And thus the comments, and thus this video starts getting views with all the political discussions. Hello, casual people.
Alright, better put a stop to it before it's too late. Although to be fair, Cole, we could just let this go on and on, so...
True. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Anything about anything?
Hey, Cole, guess what? Guess what? I gotta tell you this.
What?
You know the Dark Phoenix movie?
Yeah.
That got pulled back to June.
You clearly didn't see Nathan and I's conversation about that on Facebook, Joel. Nathan and I had a little Facebook, little conversation about that on it. Yeah, you can go back and look at it. The post is still there. Master Riku, I actually wonder what Hades looks like in MLP's version of Taurus. I mentioned a flame named Alicorn, perhaps the untold brother of the royal sister. I mean, there's Alicorns popping up everywhere in the show. Hades, yeah. I'm surprised I read it that fast. But the Dark Phoenix thing, Joel. Ooh, MLP discussions. Oh, that's entirely your ballpark, Joel. But the thing about the Dark Phoenix trailer, Joel, is every time I get off the internet, I literally forget that movie exists.
When are you gonna tell me how to conquer the darkness?
I forget that it even has a trailer and that I watch.
Believe the bureaucracy of all of these things. Name?
Terra.
That's how little I care about that movie.
Earthy, but all right. Now, height and weight.
Because I forgot to ask, do you like anything these days?
What's this? Favorite god?
You're on the fan fiction website for. Let me be fair, not like the fan fiction website has a lot of good stories. So,
Master Riku, then I shall head over to Hollywood and provide new characters for the show.
You'll have figured out how to conquer it.
well,
Or
they're
is
starting
Vigriff the new?
G5 soon,
Is Vigriff now taking Steve Bakshi's position of he hates everything? Vigriff is best god. That's see that's the new meme. Oh, Vigriff apparently stopped subscribe to Dr. Holocron. Sweet.
Oh, good. I sent him my discussion about Clone Wars. Oh boy.
Yeah. Joel, I kid you not, I literally was not paying attention to the screen and I won that fight.
Oh wow.
I kid you not, I literally was just pressing buttons. That's an all-time high for me, and I thought the white people stream was going to be the all-time high.
Nice. You know, too bad that we don't get actually historically accurate Greek gods. Imagine what Thor would have to deal with Zeus and Terra and...
Well, Joel, there's a bit of a problem with your thought process.
Kingdom Hearts won't allow Zeus to put a Keyblade inside him?
No, that you have to have Zeus in these games before we could do that.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
I mean...
Beaker says, I don't want to be the I hate everything guy.
Yeah, nobody wants to be that. Oh, by the way...
Well, Joel's saying that. Believe me, Joel can sometimes get that way.
Yeah,
Isn't that right, Joel?
I love it. I don't hate everything. I like most things.
There have been moments where you've been like that.
I think my mom fell asleep. I gotta go wake her up to get some pizza.
Sure thing.
Be right back.
So now you're stuck with me, folks, for at least a few seconds. Alright. Holy Harry, you know, maybe if, step out, I'm not about to get my stuff this up again. I don't like the choices of the people who make these things and refuse to correct them. I am right there with you, Vigriff. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Okay, people, let's have a little fun. How far into the stream do you think it's going to take for me to complete Terra's story? Let's start putting that in a stream. Let's do that for the record. I'm telling people in the stream, huh?
What are you telling people?
I'm telling them to put in the stream chat how long they think it's going to take for me to beat Terra's story in the stream.
I'm gonna guess 2 hours.
Okay.
Maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes, depending on how some of the more tedious things go.
Vigriff, maybe in the stream of the next one. Master Rick is subscribed to Dr. Hollow. You getting all the subscribers today, Doc?
Well,
maybe in this stream of the next one.
No, he doesn't need. Wait, actually, no, he doesn't need them. He had like 120.
I mean, Joel still. I give you, Vigriff, Master Rick says, I give you 3 hours. Oh wow, I'm on a time limit. Okay, I need to man the hell up then. No, I'm not gonna do the whole, if I get this in under 2 hours, y'all are gonna promote this shit everywhere. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that typical YouTubers. Master Rick, that was a joke. Yeah. Let's see if I can build anything new. Damn it, I can't do it.
Well, I guess we should probably warn our streamers ahead of time that we do allow political discussion.
Yeah. Because at the very, I think we should probably be upfront and tell you guys, Joel's a very political person. I am a very, I don't even know what I would call myself, Joel.
We will at least keep an eye out, and we will not hesitate to ban if things get nasty.
If things get nasty enough, we will ban.
So
believe me, Joel and I don't want to be those guys, but
we aren't that pathetic. That's what we're trying to say.
yeah, we're not. Yeah, exactly.
Our chat rooms and streams are not the Wild Wild West.
I'm gonna miss my
Yeah.
match.
We aren't going to be doing duels. We aren't going to be taking the pistols out and with the music in the background, the camera shots and all that, the crunching of the hands and then the pulling of the triggers. We aren't going to be those people.
Our streams are about order.
Oh yeah, here's Zach.
Like Zach.
Actually, he might. I think he's the only Final Fantasy character that appears in this game.
Missing my heart.
You have 354 subs, Master Riku. Do you post things on your YouTube channel? Oh,
he probably does.
Vigor's asking, what do you think about Bowsette? That's where Bowsette that's currently sweeping the net.
Bowsette? What the hell's that? The Moogles.
Female Bowser. Do you play
Oh yeah,
Mario?
yeah, the about the Muzo. Oh, about a female Moogle. I mean, female. How am I saying? Female Bowser.
It's basically a combination of Peach, but she looks like Bowser.
That's.
It's like a fan art thing.
That's incredibly strange.
I'm not quite sure what. I don't know if it's official or it's just
I mean, I wouldn't understand the hate of a female Bowser, but the whole Peach and Bowser mix, that's a little strange.
No, it's not Peach and Bowser. It's Bowser as a girl, but she looks like a Peach.
That's really strange.
Is it fan art?
I don't know. Master Riku, I like, order, people order. I'd like a pan-fried noodle. Dr. Holocron. There's a power-up which gives you a princess form, which we've gotten Peach at and Bowser at so far. What game is this for, Doc?
Or Vigriff, or anybody in the chat. We don't. I've seen this. I just not have kept up with it. I thought it was a fan art thing.
Yeah, believe me, when Joel and I said we have been busy, I mean that wholeheartedly. So a lot of the things that have been sweeping the internet, I am not as up to date with.
I'm a bit more up to date because I have been following things along.
Well, also you've been sick, Joel, so you have more time than I've had.
Well, I've just been writing my fan fiction most of the time. I've just
Well, that
sort of okay, somebody's saying something. The power-up is Switch port for the new SMB.
For the new Super Smash Bros., why not bring that up in a mainline Mario game? That's a real... Actually, speaking of which, is there a new Mario game on the Switch yet? A strict Mario game? I keep forgetting, I haven't even changed the Earthshaker Keyblade. That's hilarious. Ow. That's better, Zach. Come on. Mario Odyssey. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Mario Odyssey has been out. I keep forgetting. New Super Smash Bros. Not Smash Bros. New Super Smash. Oh, new Super Mario Brothers. When is the new Super Mario Brothers coming out? Or is it already out?
I have not kept up with this. I'm sorry. Oh my God, you're about to beat Zach. Oh. Zach was so hard for me that first time, but
remember, Joel, I have seriously over-leveled myself. So far that I have not even needed to change my Keyblade.
Are we gonna do Ven's story in the same stream? By
Why
the way,
not?
I would just recommend.
Yeah.
Why not?
Shame Zach doesn't come back. Well, especially if we're doing any continuity FF7 stuff, then he kind of can't come back.
Does anybody in the stream, by the way, watch Tangled, the TV series?
Doc Hollenhorn says, remember the game New Super Mario Brothers on the Wii? There's a new version coming to the Switch. Oh, okay. So they're... Oh, so it's not... Wait, so it's not New Super Mario Brothers 2. Okay.
Terra. Thanks, Terra. I'm Zach.
I tried to knock out Ven's story for you, but I'm out of practice.
Yep. Definitely. Terra, you're
Yeah.
exactly what would be.
Well, the annoying part about Ven's story is he has...
The way you look.
Also, they remix Zach's theme here, which is weird. Anyway.
Well, at least Cole, when we get to Ven's story, that means we get to hang out with my favorite of the Kingdom Hearts villains.
Oh yeah, Vanitas. What's weird is that you don't even spend a lot of time with Vanitas. Yeah, you don't spend a lot of time with Vanitas until really Aqua's story.
You're their hero.
He's oddly more involved in Aqua's story.
And mine.
That's what, man, maybe that's why people ship them.
Yeah, that's why he does.
Too bad.
That's why they do.
I really wanted to fight you fair and square.
At least
Digger-
Ven
Digger says
is
it's
18, right?
Yeah, Digger says
So-
it sounds Mexican, not Greek. Master Rico, I do like the way Ven swings his keyblade. Yeah, I do too. I like the backhanded keyblade style. Val said it's a fan-made character. Oh, okay. Oh, and they're interesting.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Actually, what character creations haven't been made? I wonder. Zach's theme, that is, yeah. Which is weird because Zach's theme in Crisis Core is sounds more Western than it does here. That soundtrack is made by the good old Takaharu Ishimoto, who also does the soundtrack for The World Ends With You. One of my favorite soundtracks, actually.
Nice.
Themes, actually, you will hear come up in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, actually.
Cool, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Would it be interesting in my fic to have maybe a good chunk of one of the stories be it where Sora is being possessed by Vanitas through a good chunk of it?
First.
That sounds like it could get old very quick.
I'll take you on.
For maybe like a section of it, but a full story where that's the full chunk. That sounds like it could get very old.
Not unless you don't focus on Sora the whole time. Not unless it's like a Kyrie-centric story.
It would have to be a spin-off then, because otherwise you start to break the flow of things. Unless you light novel it, but then that kind of breaks the flow of your story anyway. So, and I'm pretty sure that's not what you're going for anyway. So,
I don't know. I'm starting to think of later stories start to shift the direction a little bit of who's the main character, but
Rules don't apply. You sound just like
Disguised in shadow.
these are the Kingdom Hearts Chronicles, not necessarily.
Dr. Holocron, the power-up is called the Super Crown. It's appearing in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Interesting. I was so angry you didn't get to participate in the Toontown's events in KH2. Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I'm not even a racer.
I'm still mad there's no Max around, so. Ooh. I'll go. Goofy's grieving. Go. Again, somebody said in
I can't say it doesn't interest me, but I need to defeat the unversed.
what's the word I'm
Tell me
looking
what
for?
I gotta do.
In one of the live streams for another Kingdom Hearts live stream marathon they were doing, during Goofy's little speech at the end of the world,
monsters on the track.
they said even before he was wise, Goofy was still the bro of bros.
To enter the races.
Doc says it's hard not to hear Tigger when Pete talks. Yeah. Also, Vigor says I find the reasons for Pete's banishment to be rather petty and stupid. Yeah.
Now I'm sure.
Also, the reason for why Maleficent picks him up is very strange too. I want to know what it was about Pete that's like, this guy's got things going for him. Let's get him.
Terra's gonna be
Yeah, it's like
Just come talk to me when
Maleficent's like all the villains of the universe, and I picked this skull.
She'd be better off picking Gantu for Pete's sakes.
Yeah, at least Gantu's a police officer with a ship.
And a gun. Master Riku Max, in the words of my dad. Oh, V Griff, question: where is Mortimer Mouse? Good question.
Ooh, that's a good character to add. That's definitely someone in my. That's another one I'm gonna add probably. Mortimer Mouse. That'll come later.
All right, let's race. All right.
I've been watching a lot of Goof Troop and some of the House of Mouse episodes that were Max centric.
All right, let's see if I can beat this on the first
Always
try.
fun.
Yeah. I want to say that Vigor was here for one of these, but I don't remember.
We didn't do Burst Bites. We haven't done Burst
I don't
Bites.
think so, but for some reason I feel like Vigor says, I love this minigame. Joel hates it because he can't race fourth a damn.
At least not this kind of. At least not this kind of race. Maybe if I had Mario Kart, good Mario Kart and Crash Bandicoot stuff, but this.
See, all my days of playing the SpongeBob games were leading to this moment.
Your life of playing nothing but SpongeBob has led you to this moment.
Hey,
in
fun
Kingdom
fact,
Hearts.
folks, I absolutely love the Battle for Bikini Bottom games and the movie game back in the day. I love Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's one of my favorite games. Also, Joel, you're gonna have to be reading the comments because I have to race.
Vigor, if you would not have liked my racing skills. Master Riku said, did anyone know... Master Riku said, did anyone know that the voice of Max is also the voice of Kovu? Sorry if we talked about this before, I suffer from...
Yes. He's also the voice of Noel from Final Fantasy 13 too. He's also a lot of voices in Skyrim. He gets around. Also, Vigor says, did you play Tak 2? Yes, I love the Tak games. I love Tak 2 in particular.
I still love the fact that Max voiced Kovu. Like,
I will say this: I hate the Nicktoon Tak TV series. Really didn't like that.
I never watched that, so
it's not good.
Wait, do you remember the Sheen Nickelodeon TV series?
No, I got off of Nickelodeon before that ever became a thing, so I kind of avoided that.
I saw some of it, sadly.
Also, I don't know what Red Bull I drank earlier because my racing skills have really gotten better here.
Let's see, Vigor said the only thing I didn't like about it was that the Dream Guardian wasn't the proper boss.
Yeah, same here. I love the falling segment where he's throwing shit at you. I absolutely love that. By the way, I really wish they would remaster those games because they are amazing.
I want to say, let's have a remaster the Nicktoons team-up games first.
Yes! Please remaster those.
And then cross them over Kingdom Hearts. This is the most awkward world because just seeing Terra here just kind of
just seeing Terra here, it's so strange.
What are you talking about?
And he had such a kick-ass soundtrack during the falling part. Yes, Vigriff, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. Actually, the other thing, I love the Tak soundtracks overall. There are some damn good soundtracks. Also, it also has Wild One from by Wakefield and Tak 1. Great song. I know this sounds darker, but out of randomness, I would love to see Twister be in the K8 series. I have never watched that movie. Have you, Joel?
Yeah. Wait, the movie Twister?
Yeah. Hit the twit. No, that's the end. Yeah. Oh, I saw a video of that. It looks awful.
Saw a video of what?
The one with Helen Hunt.
Well, I got something out of it too.
Is it the one with Helen Hunt?
I learned that you don't always have to
I guess.
to reach your goals. All this time.
She could have recruited Dr. Facilier, Hopper Randall Syndrome, or speaking of Randall.
Randall's in Kingdom Hearts 3, and yes, Doc, I believe, I want Dr. Facilier. Actually, my fanfic fun fact, that he's gonna actually be one of the recruits Maleficent has.
You know what would be funny, Joel? I can actually buy Syndrome being the headmaster character from Transformers Animated. Pete is the Waluigi at Disney. That is true, Vigriff. That is very true. Master Riku, yes, Helen Hunt. I have a thing for storm chasing. The Twisters in the racetrack just reminded me of the movie Twister. Oh, okay. Master Riku, I'm afraid that one of these days I'm gonna come to your channel and finally start watching, and then find out you're gonna have died chasing a tornado. I'm not gonna like that. Vigriff loved that movie.
Why hasn't the Incredibles been in Kingdom Hearts yet? I don't
because
know.
Because KH3 is the first one to put Pixar in.
That too.
Because bear in mind, I think this is probably something we should say for people who aren't familiar with Kingdom Hearts. Nomura, since 2, has really been trying to get Pixar to join, to let him throw the worlds into Kingdom Hearts, and negotiations for that were going on for a long time.
There's gotta be a mistake.
I think during Lasseter's time, Lasseter always had some sort of standards he always wanted before he put stuff alone. Now Lasseter,
Yeah.
Lasseter, he's not in a position to say anything, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I think maybe...
well, actually, Joel, the funny thing is, Shame Gargoyles wasn't included. Yes, we'll get to that in a minute, Vigor. But the funny thing is, Joel, I don't even know if you and I have talked about this on the stream. But
What?
there's actually files in the original KH2 game of textures and files for Monsters Incorporated characters as well as Toy Story characters.
Maybe the technology just wasn't ready, I don't know.
Yeah. Or they just got cut out last minute. The Disney voice actors are the best voice actors here. Yeah, funny thing, Dr. Holocron, this game probably is the weakest voice acting out of any of them, and I've always said that.
Oh, definitely. If you go back to, like, if you play Kingdom Hearts 1, Doc, don't be discouraged by the voice acting for, like, all the games. 1 and 2 have the best
non-Disney voice acting,
actors.
yeah.
I think 1's stronger, honestly.
Yeah.
I think
3 looks like it's doing better with it. So far.
It sounds really good.
Yeah. Birth by Sleep has the weakest. Dream Drive Distance really has the worst. Because that just isn't Jeff Bridges. And it's definitely it's not Garrett Hedlund or Olivia Wilde. Seriously, the Broom. Yeah.
I'm not against the Broom being like guards. This is just silly.
Yeah, this is really stupid. What? Imagine if they got more anamorphic, Joel, and they just looked at Pete and says, "Time to sweep you under the rug."
Oh Lord. I've been having this idea in my head for a while, Cole, where it's like, I want to do a Kingdom Hearts story that ends like Rogue One, and it's Vanitas versus a bunch of the cartoons from the Disney World, and he's just taking them all down one by one as they're running, trying to get the plans.
It's kind of like the thing where everyone that's coming at him, he's like that guy from that movie where anytime someone comes up to him, he just keeps slapping them. Next person comes up, slap. Next person, slap. Next person, slap. They're gone. Slap. They're gone. Slap. They're gone. Figure says, "Oh." That's Riku. Maroons as guards. I just don't get it. I appreciate the pun that they're trying to make. Vigor says that pun was awful. Yeah, I know. Believe me, people, there will be occasional bad puns here. The best one I've ever made was the nobody white people one, and I didn't even mean to make that pun.
And I just kept making it again and again and again later. So
I still send one of my
every time you play Disney World? Do you unlock this cutscene all the time?
No, you only do it after you've played the 3 stories, and it varies depending on which story you finish last. And since I've already completed all 3, it'll happen each time I go into a new story.
This is a weird.
Very glad you're enjoying it.
Anywho,
Also, I don't get why Maleficent picks him of all people.
Dr. Facilier, Jafar, Hades. You have Hades.
I think, Joel, I think the sad part is I think the main reason for it is because Pete was easy.
It's kind of sad that Kingdom Hearts 2 and beyond is just sort of retconned it, where it feels like Pete was Maleficent's only henchman.
And it really sucks too, because here it's like, I really don't get what you saw in him, though somehow he's able to control time to some degree.
You can count on me.
All the great Disney villains, and this is, at least in, I'm not gonna do the whole, at least in my fanfiction thing, I already said it, I'm keeping the villains together, so it's like...
Digger says I don't get it either, yeah.
What was I saying?
Also, if Pete's wife was here, she'd be like, damn it, he went with the mean old hag. And he's not spending time with me. He's easier to control.
Or
I think that was the point. My question is, I wonder what she thought he was ever going to be able to get done. Actually, what did Pete actually get done in Kingdom Hearts 2?
He went to a bunch of different worlds collecting an army of Heartless. At least the manga makes it clear what Maleficent wants him to do. And that's what I appreciate about the manga. Anybody, if you read the manga, the Kingdom Hearts 2 manga is brilliant. I love it. If you have, like, story issues, I think the manga fixes so many things.
Well, we should also, Vigor says, that would have been the, hang on, I'll read that in a sec, Vigor. I gotta save real quick. Oh god, Doc, why did you have to bring that up? Oh god. Yes, and probably one of the worst portrayals that they could have ever done of a character. The sad part is, Doc, yes, he probably is too dark for this series, but they used him anyway in such an awkward way possible. They try to have their cake and eat it too, and it just doesn't work. Exactly, Frollo associated with Maleficent, exactly. If anything, he'd look at her and think he's with disgust and disgrace. He actually appeared. Yes, Doc, he did appear. He appeared in Dream Drop Distance, the most recent console release. Actually, no, the most recent story release, full release. Yes, Hunchback of Notre Dame did. Believe me, when we get to Dream Drop Distance, we'll get there because that's going to be a painful part.
We'll tell you. So you can suffer with us.
Oh yeah, y'all are gonna. Yeah, believe me, when we get to Dream Drop Distance, all of you are gonna suffer.
But we'll sing Hellfire, so we'll make it.
Oh yeah, we'll be singing Hellfire throughout. I take it they turn them down. Oddly enough, Doc.
Oh
no. Yeah. Oddly enough, yes and no. Oh yeah. Joel, go back and read the. Vigor said something about the Phantom Blot.
Vigor says I would have used the Phantom Blot, the earlier incarnation of him, or the Doctor from Epic Mickey. Well, actually, fun fact, the Doctor is actually an old Disney villain cartoon from the 30s in black and white. See, the angle I would have taken Frollo if you had to Kingdom Heartsify him, Cole, make him like an anti-Keyblade Master Crusader.
Or make him just an anti-magic person, because that's almost what they did with,
It's the Mad Doctor, Doc.
Yeah. Master Riku, she would think she was a she-demon, which she pretty much is. She's is the animated version. Exactly. Anti-Ericus, yes, exactly, Vigris. It's just the way they use... But not quite like Xehanort, yeah. The sad part is when they introduce Notre Dame, it's such a weird version.
And it's so uninteresting.
And it's so out of place, even for Disney to be. Even though it's Disney, it's so out of place. Oh, Oswald the Bunny has a name. Yeah. Do what, Joel?
Oh, I would have loved Oswald in these games. Yeah. I mean. Another thing that kills it for me, Cole, no soundtrack. No. The Hunchback soundtrack makes that movie for me.
And the sad part is Yoko Shimomura can do that kind of stuff. I don't know why she didn't do that.
Or just use this, or just use the actual soundtrack.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Curse you, Universal Studios. Yeah. Because the sad part is Yoko Shimomura could have easily done that. So. I don't know. It's just such a weird world in that game, especially when the Tron Legacy world is done better than that. There's an issue.
Both Tron worlds are done perfectly, really well.
And while I like the boss of Notre Dame, I didn't like its coloration. I hated how it replaced Frollo. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, you can't even fight Frollo.
Well, you don't really. Well, Frollo's not really someone you need to fight.
He's wielding a sword at the end of that movie.
Yeah, but against Riku and Sora, he'd get annihilated. Remember, Joel, these are the people that can run up buildings.
Dr. Facilier would have made a great Kingdom Hearts villain. Because he's already controlling shadows. That's kind of his motif. He's got friends on the other side.
Alright, I have no idea what these are gonna give me, so let's see what we got. He would, yes. Okay. Let's see what this gives me. No idea what this will do.
I think he's talking about Facilier.
Ooh, deep freeze, yes.
And I've told you, Cole, about my ideas for like Sean Yu and how Maleficent's gonna
Yes, you
recruit
have.
him as
Yes,
like
you
a
have.
heartless commander.
Yeah, you have. So basically, he's Sark just under Maleficent.
Yeah.
Anything
He's
else I
a bit more
can...
creative, I think,
Yeah.
than Stark. But
I love the one of the things I love from 2, by the way, is when he says, I am Commander Sark, and then Sark's like, huh, a heartless commander, and then he starts shocking Goofy. He's like, okay, I get it, you're the boss.
I love the Tron worlds even more now that I've watched the actual Tron
Oh, yeah.
films. I really like Tron 2.
I do too.
Do you think that the themes of Tron 2 work in Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, actually. Now, to be fair, Tron 1 does not carry exactly the same themes as the original movie. I mean, you basically take away the religious allegory, but you know.
I think the ending, though, of the Tron world is actually a bit stronger in Kingdom Hearts. Funny
Beaver
enough.
says, I've seen the original Tron back when G4 was...
Oh, wow.
It's such an interesting...
Up, Cole, you're going out. You're going dark on us again.
Sorry. My back.
You're back.
Alright. I gotta love Deep Freeze.
Deep
Also, yes, I have dark.
freeze.
Also, yes, I have Dark Faraga. Do I still have Dark Haze? Or do I just not have it equipped?
And of course, Cole, you know my whole thing. If I want the Disney TV characters, apart from gargoyles, yes, I want gargoyles too. But I want, you know, Scar versus the Force of Evil. I want Gravity Falls. I want Toffee and Bill as villains. They
Yep.
would make great villains. Bill Cipher, especially, perfect Kingdom Hearts material right there.
Yep. Can't Possible, yes!
Yes. No danger, no trouble.
I would
I'm
love.
in
Oh, speaking of which, we're getting that movie, aren't we?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting
Dr.
the movie.
Dragon would make a funny Kingdom Hearts villain.
Actually, did we get casting photos for Kim and Ron?
Yeah, they look pretty good, decent. Not gonna lie.
Yes, I'm here. I like that in
But I would
KH3
love-
trailer with Frozen World, Sora was acting like a badass with the Keyblade swing. Then he reacts comedically saying it's called, yeah. It's
The
cool!
comedy in Kingdom Hearts 3 is like on point.
Yeah. Also, I gotta say this, I'm surprised with how much I'm liking the way Frozen looks so far.
That Frozen trailer, when I first saw it, I was impressed. And like,
I was
I'm
too.
not-
Because Joel and I
And
were
I'm
kind
not
of
a Frozen
dreading, because
fan.
we knew it was going to come. We just didn't know when Namor was going to show it. He did come from a truckle ball. Exactly, and that's why it's hilarious.
That's what he said. Like, hey, Islander, what do you expect?
Dr. Holgren, I just had a massive nosebleed. Got blood on my laptop.
Oh, sorry. Yikes, stuck.
Ouch.
Don't-
That's like the ultimate
Get it.
horror movie idea right there.
Ugh. I don't get nosebleeds that badly, but
Yeah, I don't either.
I hate that. Like,
I used to
on
have
the
really,
laptop, like-
my allergies used to get it to where that would be a bit of an issue. Look, even the Cerny's turning to ice. Yeah, I've been blowing my nose a lot. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah,
Sorry,
okay,
Jack.
no need to waste time on the peons. Oh, that's right. I gotta fight
Yeah.
Erica. Oh, that's right. I gotta fight Erica soon, and I gotta watch Terra be in the fight once.
Yeah, and too bad it doesn't. I still wish though it was like Terra seeing. You know, it would have been more interesting if they just had ripped off Revengeless Sis and had
Yeah.
Ericus fighting Master Xehanort.
It probably would have worked a lot better than what they did, because the one time they want me to believe that Ericus is right, he's not. He's morally in the wrong, and no matter how you try to look at it.
Xehanort's going. See, I was right. I told you to come to this. To keep the Masters are taking over. I'm
It
going
is
to end
it is
this.
cold season. Sorry, bad pun. That's all right. Puns are welcome here.
I I've been tempted, Cole, to have Xehanort just go full-on cities in my fanfic and just start shooting electrical lightning, but I've held back.
Actually, hasn't he done that before?
Xemnas did it once, kinda.
No, I thought we've seen MX do that at least once. I would have turned Ericus into light side equivalent of Invisible Heartless, yeah. Actually, it would have been interesting if he became like the first Heartless. That would be interesting. Or the first Heartless they fight.
No, Master Riku. It's darkness. Unlimited darkness. That what Xehanort would say, right?
I sneezed and now there are bits of blood on my screen.
Ew.
To emphasize the light is not good aspect of the franchise, yeah.
Which they don't really do, because I'm not quite sure. I'm still not sure. Cole, I'm still not sure. And we've had this argument before.
Many times.
Because I'm not sure, Cole. I'm not sure.
I think the sad part, Joel, is I think text bits of that are there in one, especially the greater the light is, the more you get closer to the light, the more the shadow becomes. So there's trappings up there. It's just never dealt with anyway explicitly until really 2. I think in a lot of ways it's kind of how you look at it. Now when it comes to Birth by Sleep, that's when the cat's out of the bag and you're like, okay, I have no idea what the hell you're trying to tell me.
What are you trying to tell me, game?
Especially with Ericus, because I would be willing to agree with V-Griff on what the light side being bad, except, well, the writing's not as consistent for me to quite buy that.
When all your bad guys are on the dark side, and you only have like one person who kind of morally...
What about the Keyblade made from the hearts of the Princesses of Heart? That doesn't look like a... Well, the funny part is, actually, speaking of that, I think it's... Well, the other thing... Well, the other part of that, too, is that it's been retroactively confirmed to be a Proto-X.
That too.
Oh, you know, take that.
See, if you want me to believe that the Keyblade of Princesses of Heart is a dark light side thing, don't color it like a dark side thing. I am all about color coding.
The thing is, I don't think it's supposed to, because technically it's a Keyblade made of stolen hearts.
That's true.
And Riku, in the darkness there be freedom.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Keyblade. I know, V-Griff, I refuse to call it that, though, because I want to call it Keyblade, but I just like to, just because that's how I've always called it, I would just call it X-Blade.
Some say Kai, but the meaning is the same.
To me, Keyblade sounds cooler.
That actually is cool. Keyblade.
The sad part, too, is that it's...
Sorry, continue.
X-Blade, spoil sport. Yeah, I'm here. You sure wore an X in that blade. Yeah, I know. Paul on the cricket noises, people. I know.
That's okay. We're all friends.
Also, I don't. Yes, Terra decides to help a pirate because. Let's help the man that's obviously not a pirate. You know what would be better? Actually, tie this to Transformers. You know what would be cool if they played Terra as Joel?
With what?
Sentinel Prime.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a dickhole, kind of jerk character, who's kind of hot-headed. Who is hot-headed, actually.
You know, I could actually buy Terra thinking Pan is bad.
Yeah.
Just not this.
Oh, good. No, Nosebleed stopped.
Good duck.
Yeah, that would be quite the crime scene to walk up and then you're just on our stream. God, how I hate Sentinel Prime. That's a whole discussion that I could get into and have a long passionate discussion about, because I really, really hate Sentinel. For various reasons. Because not only is he responsible for everything that happened to Prime, but he's also the kind of the main. Joe, you still here?
Are you Peter Pan?
That's me.
Uh-oh.
The light is not yours to take.
All right, we lost Joel, people. Hang on, I think Joel's internet died. Kingdom Hearts made me do it.
You won't stop me.
I'm actually excited to see Bumblebee. Me too, Master Riku. He practically created Decepticons. Yes, yes, he did. Hang on, people. Yep, Joel just told me to keep going. Hang on, hang on. Alright, let's see how quickly I can down Pan. Yeah, this isn't gonna do shit, is it? Wow, nice going, Pan. Walked right into it. It's the Wheel of Fate, my fan. It ran right out though his decision, through his decisions. Yeah, exactly. And also the person he screwed over and became a freaking. What TF continuity are we talking about? We're talking about the animated continuity doc. The one with not the G1, the one that's just called Transformers Animated. And not only that, Sentinel, the girlfriend who he basically screwed over when he finds out that she's alive, he basically says, oh, you should have gone offline. I'm like, wow, you are basically a full-blown asshole. Oh, that incarnation, yeah. You know, when I think about it, the symbol of the Decepticons actually looks like the Unverse. Yeah, it does, actually. Doc says, oh, I know what you mean. Vigor says, yeah, no sympathy for him. Yep. Okay, Pan Peter was easy. And game forced me to remember the movie Pan. Oh crap, Joel and I are going to have to do a commentary on that at some point, aren't we? Oh, that's not going to be fun. It'll be hilarious just to hear Hugh Jackman sing Nirvana, but you know.
You know, the usual stuff.
I've been guarding up.
Does animated Megatron have an origin? If he does, it's in the comics. Otherwise, in the show, no.
I owe you an apology. I picked a fight over nothing.
It was all.
Nada, Terra.
Not every day I get to fight such a good swordsman. Say, what's your name anyway?
Terra.
Right then, Terra.
Good lord, Terra.
Go.
They said something about a shooting star.
Shooting star? Tinkerbell must be in danger. Men, guard that treasure with your lives! Aye, aye, sir!
You go and get him, Pan!
He's probably one of the few fictional characters that makes me consider Hojo a better person. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you don't mind, I need to scrub my tongue. Yeah. I've returned by my internet. Went down. Can you get back into the stream, Joel? Hang on, people. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. See if you can jump back into the party, Joel. Because my controller does not have much battery, so I'm gonna hightail it to the final world. So if you can't readily get in, Joel, I'm gonna hightail it. Something I just realized: Cubby, the Lost Boy in the bear costume, had a reversal in puberty when you compare the two Peter Pan films. Yes. Joel, you're gonna have to jump. You're gonna have to actually jump into my party. I cannot add you. Time for a game of disappearing bears. How long is this game? We're only in the we're only on Terra's story. There are 2 other sections of this game.
Stay back.
No, you're gonna have to jump, Joel. You're gonna have to go to my profile and actually try to get into a party with me. You should be able to get in. Oh, a deer. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I have explosion. And deep freeze. I have basically everything I need. Do I have one cutter? Does each one go through the same worlds? Yes. Different story parts of the same worlds, but yes, the same worlds. Kaboom, yep. It's all like a spiral. Okay. They going down. They going down, down, down. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Still figuring it out while you hightail it. I will. You ain't gotta worry about that, Joel. Mega flare their ass. Oh yeah, I can't get mega flare, can I?
Size.
Ahoy! How fare ye, lad?
Terra.
Fine. All's well.
Wait, don't I fight Hook?
What's that?
Tinkerbell is one of Peter Pan's
Pterodactyl, Thunder Whip. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Nice.
So long as I have his
Joel, I
precious
cannot receive party
mine
invert.
is all but assured.
I can't do that, Joel. Sorry. Gotta love that Tinkerbell sass.
What's the meaning of this?
You know, I didn't give it that much thought. Just doing what my heart tells me.
Wow, thank you, Terra, for telling me for basically admitting you're an idiot. Power Rangers would be an interesting to be in KH series. Yeah, it would. Hey, it's the crocodile. Tick tock, tick tock.
Hooray! We sure showed Hook this time.
More like the crocodile really showed the Hook that time.
Every star up there is another world.
Terra.
Maleficent would be a terrifying PR villain, yeah.
Besides our own.
Ezra, you didn't do anything, yep.
And it's shining down on us like a million lanterns.
Hang on, people. Hold the phone. I'm gonna try to get Joel back in. Alright, Joel, I sent you the invitation.
They're just like you, then. What does that mean? You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
Hey, it's the flashback of one of the only scenes we got, mainly because she doesn't indulge in chronic backstabbing, yes. Which is interesting, we're going even further with Davy Jones. There he is.
Yay!
We may have to stop a Terra story, Joel, because my battery's probably going to die on my controller after we beat Terra's world.
Yeah, that's fine.
Really
We have all tomorrow,
but
too.
I am gonna make a break for that. I am gonna make a break for the finish for Terra.
That's fine. We have all tomorrow to do Ventus.
Ventus, Venti, Venta, Ventinatas.
treasure.
Real swell.
Ventitas.
Yeah, she's a better version of the original Rita Repulsa, but new Rita Repulsa is sort of the Maleficent in the pure. The thing about Maleficent is that, unlike other Power Rangers villains, she was able to form a stable partnership with other villains.
In a strange way, you know, Maleficent is kind of like Rita Repulsa, and Xehanort like Lord Zed.
Yeah. Also, now we gotta go
Think
fight
about
Ericus.
Yeah.
Oh no! First we gotta. No, oh god! Now we gotta talk about this.
This light.
We gotta go see Baby Sora.
And we gotta see Terra bet on the wrong horse.
Yep. He loses all the money. He goes broke. It's not fun.
And decides to put the rest of his change on the kid that comes close to basically annihilating the rest of the world.
I've showed you that funny comic of like a Terra giving Riku the Keyblade Master, goes like, you know, so this and that, this, and then Terra goes this and that, this and that. Keyblade Master is where it's at, and like it's little Riku going, yay! Then 5 years later, it's Riku in his dark suit, maniacally laughing, and Sora going, Riku, no!
Master Riku, make my monster grow. Yeah. Oh god, Terra, why did you have to... Terra, because of this, you are very much responsible for all the shit that happens in KH1, unfortunately.
Thankfully, an Aqua had to go fix it, like always.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll ever be a team again.
Now you're talking about being...
Like all the things
Wow,
that
okay.
us together just push us further away. And now the light is like
I will... No, people. I will do it for you. This is Aqua to Terra. Now I see you're testing me, pushing me away. There, I did what everyone wanted to sing. There you go. Aqua's equally responsible for it. Yes, she is.
Slow down.
But at least she gives the Keyblade to Sora.
At least she gives Sora a chance to make runs. Otherwise, yeah, then basically everything was doomed.
Pretty much.
Also, I gotta wonder, what was it about Riku that made Terra like, I better give this boy the Keyblade? That he wanted to see other worlds. You know what the sad part is, Joel? I think it's because he wanted to see other worlds, and I think that's implying something about Terra's past, but we never get that.
Over here.
I've always wondered where Sora, Aqua, and well, I know where Ben comes from, kind of. Where Sora and Aqua come from.
Where Terra and Aqua come from, you mean?
That's right. I remember that Sora. Terra and Aqua.
Yeah. Are they siblings?
They don't act like it. No, actually, no, they kind of do. Never mind. What am I saying?
Maybe their mother had blue hair. She did say Sora better have Riku's back, and that implies that she blessed Sora as a Keyblade wielder. Yep. There are also similarities to Xehanort. Yeah. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's like, we need to keep the family going, boy.
Outside world?
Oh, Lord.
And I did not mean for that to sound it like that again.
They're gonna retcon it to where Xehanort, Riku, and Terra are all related.
Oh God.
Smart kid.
Grandpa, Dad, kid.
What are you doing here?
Oh. A friend's dad.
They got some pretty good kid voice
Also,
actors.
now we had confirmed that Sora has a dad.
It won't let us row out here by ourselves.
Just retroactively. Oh yeah, Sora has a dad.
Must be hard, huh?
Well, he's alive right now.
Yeah.
I actually read a very sweet fanfic about Sora returning home after Kingdom Hearts 2. And, you know, he reconciled with his mom and all that, but he doesn't really reconcile.
Oh God, young Xehanort.
Yeah.
I can understand the relation with Riku and Xehanort but not Terra, yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
Why are we okay? Sarah's having weird images about a kid? This isn't creepy. This isn't strange.
I never thought of
red
that,
flag.
Joel. I never thought of that. Oh
Red
God.
flags. Red flags everywhere right now.
Red flags right there. Terra really is betting on the horse for the wrong reasons.
He's really strong now.
Take
Anyway,
a look at this tiny place. Master Riku, I wonder what Sora's mom looks like.
What?
Yeah, me too.
To protect the things that matter. You know, like my friends.
Sora's
here's
mother is
Jim.
Aerith. No, she's not. No, she's not.
You know,
And Seth
Kid
plus the
voice
father.
actor's
No,
good,
no,
but
no,
the-
no.
Is a much
you know, the kid voice actor here is good, but the lines he's given,
Yeah, the sad part is he's actually decent.
both of them are. Both cute.
But they are given horror. This world is just too small.
and through this simple act,
The funny thing is, I like Benjamin Diskin as young Xehanort. I do like him as that.
no ocean will contain.
Cole, is it wrong that I kind of wish that Xehanort had more in common with Sora a bit more?
You champion the ones you love.
Not really. I can agree with that.
Cause I always feel like Xehanort and Riku are more enemies, and I don't like that.
Then again, we haven't even seen Riku interact with actual Master Xehanort that much. To the heart seeking freedom, this island is a prison, surrounded by water. And so this boy sought out to escape to other worlds. He sought to cross over into other worlds, and he opened his heart to darkness.
And there is Cole reciting some of the lines from Titanic.
No way. Why would you tell me? Who was that guy?
Remember how the ending of Titanic, when the Billy Zane's character talks to
Go yet. Just tell me.
Jack?
I really can't.
Jack? Remember those lines?
Yeah.
That was weird.
You don't.
Or the fact that he or the thing about Xehanort making his own luck. Yeah, weird.
Oh, Riku.
Yeah.
Protect the things that matter.
They paint the world in shadows and then tell the children to stay close to light, because in the darkness they'd be
I
heartless.
still have things that I have to protect.
Ha 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 ha. That's good. But
And
anyway,
there's the end of the Earth Keyblade.
Yep, and Rick and Terra just screwed over the universe even more. Anyway, what was I?
I love
Oh,
how
yeah.
Terra's kind of just the person fucking shit up. Then it's just the one along for the ride, and Aqua's the one trying to fix shit up, even though she doesn't.
She makes it worse, but she thinks she's
Master
helping.
Xehanort.
She's trying, and a little more smarter about it than Terra.
But not by much.
Yeah. Sorry, I got that line from Black Sails. And changed it up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care
So
about
anyway,
that. Remember. What?
That fanfic I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of sweet at the end. It ends with Sora getting the letter from, King Mickey saying he's gotta go.
Yeah.
Do the dream job. You better say it, by the way, if you're... And it's interesting because, you think Sora's mom's gonna not want him to go.
Yeah.
But she actually lets him go. Like, she says, no, you gotta do this. This is sort of
Oh, that's
important.
cute.
And it's funny because it's actually... Oh, am I still here?
You wish to see me?
Okay, good.
There is no time to lose.
Am I still here, right?
Yeah, you're still
I
here.
have terrible news.
Good, good. Okay,
Oh
free
God,
friends for life.
and who I am, yeah. And now Master, and now Xehanort just gets Terra to go do his dirty work for him. Good on you, Terra.
This is on his way.
And Xehanort, I don't know which one of you it's good on for, because technically you're doing a good thing, kind of, sort of.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm saying Sora's actually the one who kind of has a bit of a breakdown. Because he doesn't want to leave his mom again. We're through all that.
Vigriff, I consider Xehanort to be better than Sidious.
Of course.
In like a moral sense or in his planning?
Well, in terms of planning, Xehanort technically did get a lot of shit done.
In only like a few days.
Yeah. For Palpatine, it took how many years? How many decades?
Well, like 20, and then you have to consider all the work the other Sith put into it, like Bane and all this.
Alright,
It's a
now.
very long grand plan, okay? couple centuries.
He has noble goals unlike Palpatine. That's the thing, though. I would say his goals are noble, except we don't really know what that goal actually means.
It's a Thanos thing, I feel.
Well, it's not even that. He just wants to see what the world's like on the other side, I guess. Also,
Like,
yes, people, I
does
did not...
Xehanort want to rule the universe? I don't know.
No,
Is
I don't
he
think
just
so.
like-
I theorize that Snoke was Master turn to the dark side.
Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Let's just go with that.
Have you gone mad?
No Snoke theory, please. Okay, sure, why not?
Step aside.
Oh boy, here comes this scene. This one, remember when we played this on critical mode, Cole? This was hard.
Well, actually, for you, it was
I'm glad-
hard.
Attempts to reach you fail.
No, actually, I think I only died twice.
Hard to open.
You died like 5
No.
times.
Then you will have to share
He doesn't
I
want to
was- you
rule
were
the
the one
universe.
playing-
He wants to fix it. I would assume
he?
so, except the thing. Well, then you bring Union Cross into the mix, and you're like, well, does that go? Well,
I see. Here, I can understand where you're coming from, Vigriff, but now it just feels
when
like
you
he
bring
just
Union
wants to see
Cross
what
and all that
happens.
stuff into the mix, you're like, yeah, I really don't know.
Like here, it kind of does make sense. He does think the whole Blight and Dark equal shares thing.
Yeah.
But then we get to like later stuff and like maybe how actually 3 plays out. I feel like he just wants to see the world,
You may
this
be
war
my
happen, and then like,
but I
eh.
will not.
The Jedi who was killed
Yeah.
10 years prior to the present time of Star Wars Episode 2.
Yeah, I know who Cypher Diaz is, and that's actually no, it's not because we actually see Cypher Diaz in the Clone Wars.
Oh, Cypher Diaz, that's what he's talking about.
And in Legends, he was killed by Count Dooku.
Well, in Legends, he was
As a
frozen by
test.
Count Dooku.
Yeah, and he gave him to General Grievous's blood, used to help General Grievous become a cyborg. Actually, no, it hasn't been used.
My question is, how does basically reducing the world to a new, basically, cure it?
I mean, it's like a start year 0 thing mentality, Cole. You start over from scratch,
I guess.
and you have someone from the old world, like the Noah story. You flood the world, you kill all the people except for a couple, and you save all the animals. Yeah, season 6 of Best Riku. This is the arc guys later. Clone Wars arc, we gotta do the Yoda arc later. I can see that. It's sort of like a Yoda thing. Yeah, Yoda. It's a Noah thing. You know, you kill all the people, you start over, you hope for the best this time.
Make no mistake, I don't approve of his methods. Oh, yeah. Yeah, guard that. Yeah, guard that shit, Ericus.
Why is he losing so little health? Oh, there we go.
Well, he's dead now.
You are
Dr.
gonna fly
that
by.
scream, yeah. Fun fact, Doc, that's actually Mark Hamill.
Yeah, that's Mark Hamill doing Master Ericus, and as we like to joke, Master Ericus is pretty much he's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, but at least I can understand why he does it. I can meet you there, Vigriff. I'll meet you there. Yeah.
I just wanted to keep Ben safe.
Doc says, yeah, I could tell.
You were right. I failed you, Terra.
Oh, now you realize that, Ericus.
Self for the darkness inside you. And now I've done
What, Joel?
When did we get the flashback between Terra with Master Zay and Nort? And I think is it Ventus's story?
I don't remember.
darkness.
Or was it Aqua's? I think it might be Ventus's.
Maybe. And Xehanort just kills Ericus.
Should have force lightning him, shouting, "Darkness!" Unlimited.
I do genuinely like how Ericus falls into his arms. Funny enough, it was your obsession with Knights battled to this outcome. Yeah, you would have failed the Keyblade wielder, have you? Yeah. A great teacher, failure is.
I actually kind of rip off Empire Strikes Back in my Kingdom Hearts fanfic when Sora is going to Hollow Bastion. It's very similar to the scene where Luke leaves Dagobah to go to Bespin.
Oh, nice.
And Merlin and Phil kind of play the Yoda
Oh
Obi-Wan
god, Terra's
scene.
voice actor here. Oh god.
Better than Snow White.
Oh god, why did you have to remind me of her?
Get anger out, my boy.
Neil's on
But
the chalkboard,
thankfully we have
people.
Leonard Nimoy here.
Yeah, thankfully we have Leonard Nimoy carrying the scene. Also, yes, I have used the Earth Shaker and I have not used the ends of the Earth.
And I will make you see.
So, is
Earth
anger
hates
part of
TLG with
darkness?
H-hash. Do what, Joel?
Blade wielders leave their mark on fate.
Is
What?
Is anger part of darkness?
Yes,
Or what?
There you will watch your dear Ventus and I
very much.
See, that's a Star Wars thing.
Exactly. I thought they only smelt bad on the outside. Well, sorry, but it's my favorite Star Wars movie. Oh, good old Last Jedi.
You won't need a home anymore where you'll
Never discuss
Boy.
Last Jedi or politics at the dinner table. If you want to though hear more of my opinions on Last Jedi, please go to Doc Holotron's channel to watch.
Actually,
our
yeah. If you want to
commentary.
talk about Last Jedi, Joel, post the link to that discussion in the link.
You mean
Or
the one we
actually,
did
that's on
in-
Doc's channel, Jock. If you would be so inclined, Doc.
No, actually, You mean the commentary or the?
The actual review.
Oh, the review. No, that was my channel, Cole.
All right, well, Joel, have at it.
I made sure to do that on my channel for various reasons.
Doc said, "What's the problem?" I don't think there's a problem.
Here we go. There's the link if you ever want to listen to me later.
I think I'm in that video too, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in. Yeah, I was one of the last full-on group discussions I was on.
We went for 2 hours. That was a good one.
Yeah. Say
I'll never change
no,
any movie with a
Riku,
pack of
I
gold.
am your
At the end of the day,
father.
it's all fiction. None of it. Oh, I would love that. Then no. Oh, I'm waiting for Namor to do something stupid like that. You know that's gonna happen one day, Cole. They're gonna pull that kind of stuff on us.
Well, at the very least, just make the joke already. Just do the joke.
No, it's not gonna be a joke. You know it's gonna be serious. Xehanort is Sora's grandfather.
Vigriff made it better. Grandfather.
You will know it to be true.
Actually, I think I can actually get to the final pretty easily. Actually, Terra to the final fight.
No.
No. know, Joel, if we ever did like actual what? No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
And yet, honestly,
I'm actually glad he hasn't.
I know. I'm sure. I mean, they will never do that. I mean, I would because I'm that great. I'm that sick in the head. But
If you haven't noticed already, people, Joel is pretty sick in the head.
I am. Of course, it would be Vanitas who cut Sora's hand off. I've been very tempted, Cole, to just have Vanitas and Sora's first Keyblade duel be just basically the battle of Bespin.
He should be. How'd that be the time where he takes off the mask? And here we are.
I've been struggling with that because of how I want to do my Burst by Sleep flashback story.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to merge Days and Burst by Sleep in a little bit.
Yep. And here we are, the Keyblade Graveyard, which is back in Kingdom Hearts 3, by the way.
In a sense of... Like, my idea is Roxas goes to a couple of worlds, but people recognize him as Ventus.
That's very good. Well, that does sound pretty good, but do we have to rule from the darkness? Yeah. Imagine ruling all the worlds, but you're in the realm of darkness. Think about how crappy that must feel.
So, I wonder, like, what the whole take over the universe thing actually looks like for the bad guys. Like, if they won, what does that look like?
Actually, how do they do it? I guess using the power of darkness, I guess. But I wonder what Maleficent's original plan was to begin with.
I felt like her plan was kind of just Anson's plan, but Anson just took over once everything was in place. Like,
Probably.
he made Maleficent do all the heavy lifting.
Yep.
Try to watch out for these tornadoes if you can. If you have to go
Oh,
through
I am,
one,
don't
that's
worry.
fine.
That's it. Gotta love Terra's dash. See, in the other things, you can't actually do that. Let's see, anything that I need, I'm not gonna put on Blitz. Oh, now you give me Aerial Slam. Thanks, game. No, I think I'm pretty much good. Now on to the final battle and Terra story. And Master Riku's reciting as doing the KH version of Empire Strikes Back. Alright. I'm guessing...
I actually have thought of doing an ending to I actually have thought of a Kingdom Hearts version of Empire Strikes Back, or at least one that ended with Riku frozen carbonite.
Alright, I gotta do this.
Could you imagine Vanitas just looking out of his Star Destroyer going, Sora, it is your destiny.
Now you're starting to sound like G-Man on me, Joel. That's a Half-Life reference for anyone who knows. Alright, what should I put on? I'm gonna put on Thunder Surge, because that seems like the best thing to put on. Kyrie, I love you.
I know.
Oh, this is such a unenthused scene of from the original secret ending.
Hey, remember how we watched this? I feel so sad for people who'd watched this scene.
And we're waiting for like, oh, this is gonna be so. Oh. Where are the capes?
The budget. That's what happened.
The budget strikes again.
Sad thing is, we're probably never gonna get. I want Kate Stiggin in the next game.
Which one?
Like 3. I want to see some Kingdom Hearts armor with Kate Stiggin.
I do too.
Yes, that's right. I was stupid and helpless.
Anything good here? No. Ooh, we got 7 people. I don't know.
Yeah, we got a couple people jumping in and out. That's good to know.
He tried to hurt Ben. I only fought because I wanted to protect him.
I haven't heard anything about Mandy Moore from Tangled World, so I'm a little nervous about that.
Yeah, they haven't announced her. They've announced that Mother Grothel's been cast.
In the darkness inside me.
Master Riku, this was a letdown after seeing Secret Ending KH2. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
So was the Master. I did need to be watched.
Oh, gee, now you say that, Terra.
But no more.
And you're only going to continue to go astray further because you're the master who strong arm you is going to strong arm you again and hold your strong arm.
But hate and rage. Xehanort is feeding.
I know some people have like entirely.
Making you fight.
I am curious when Namor made the secret ending for Burst by Sleep, what he had in mind originally.
Tell me.
Nice to see you care about then you not know. Yeah. Especially for Terra. Terra is just now talking. Oh, this is the first time you hear the X-Blade be mentioned in Terra's story.
Xehanort wants me and Vanitas to fight.
I still go back and forth, Cole, on what exactly I want to make Ven and Vanitas in my story, because I know I want to make them just a little bit something different from what they are here, but it's still kind of the same. They're still kind of connected.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure if I want to make them incarnations of light or
Vigor
dark.
says Keyblade. Yes, Vigor, if I know that's how it's pronounced, I just call it X-Blade.
He likes to mess with you.
Well, the funny thing, it's kind of like the whole Final Fantasy X thing where people go from Titus to Titus.
We're here, and we're
I just go with Titus. I used to call him Titus. Young me was not very English grammary.
Young you was not very PC too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Curious. Masters Riku, I'm kind of curious if Aqua's possessed by Xehanort or if it's something else.
In Kitru, I imagine it's probably Xehanort.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Could you see her? I could see her kind of. Well, there is that idea she's becoming a Heartless.
Could be. Vigor, if I called him Titus, yeah, that's what Curious Low calls him too. Hello, Lo, if you're watching this, by the way. Do you guys like watching ghost or cryptic footage? Define ghost or cryptic footage. Are we talking like found footage kind of stuff? Or are we talking like horror, more straight up horror movie kind of stuff? Mickey, you're too late. He really is too late here.
Exactly. I don't like watching that kind of stuff personally.
Joel is scared really easily. I mean, he had a hell of a time even getting through Get Out.
Now, here's the thing I'll always love about Birth by Sleep. I do love the lore.
Yeah, me too. Like real footage of sightings.
Oh, you mean like Bigfoot stuff? Every now and then, if it's on TV.
Yeah, occasionally, yeah.
I like the lore, Cole. I do like the lore of the thing you add with the Keyblade lore,
Me too.
Keyblade Graveyard.
Really loved it. I love the look of the Keyblade Graveyard.
Master Xehanort, of course, and Vanitas. These two.
I like watching them around Halloween. Well, I love series like Marble Hornets and that kind of stuff. I love those kinds of series.
Keyblade. I'm sorry, but there's just something about the way, the fact it's called Keyblade just seems very uninspired.
Do you prefer the dark suits over the organization cloaks? I actually prefer Vanitas' dark suit to the organization cloaks, but I prefer the organization cloaks to the Riku dark suit.
I like the scene. I'm gonna be honest,
all they did here was just add dialogue. What were you saying, Joel?
I'm gonna be honest, Cole. I'm getting kind of tired of the organization suits.
Yeah, I love the look of the suit, but I'd rather Namor just kind of design actual
speak the truth here.
Yeah.
Cool lore, but lackluster story. So it's like the Star Wars prequels, exactly.
Glad we are similar mindsets, yeah. The thing is, too, is, I like the organization cloaks, but the problem is I want Namor to go all out in designing things like he usually does. He's kind of gotten a little lazy this time around.
Well, I love Master Xehanort's outfit, and I'm glad he's not wearing a dark suit.
But the thing is, that's been around since KH1.
Well, actually, his design's a bit of a mix.
It's a little different, but that being said, we haven't got any original clothing in probably since, maybe Birth by Sleep, yeah.
In terms of bad guys, I mean.
Well, that too.
Like every bad guy is just another organization cloak. Like, I don't even like the fact that Ansem, Seeker of Darkness is an organization cloak now. I miss his old kind of vest.
Yeah.
I
I kind of wish the clothes had got cool designs and colors at least. Yeah, same here. Kind of like Zenmus at the end of 2. You could at least do that.
That's kind of why what I'm thinking in my fake, I'm gonna drop them first. I'm dropping the whole time.
Like the anti black coat nightmare. Yes, exactly. Like, why not do more like Keyblade armor sort of designs? Like that crap would be would be amazing.
Now, to be fair to Birth by Sleep and the Doc's point, this is more like Revenge of the Sith, which has a lot better moments.
Yes.
So, which is why I am more sympathetic to Birth by Sleep's story on the whole.
Yeah. There are better moments overall, but the structure around it is not. I wonder what Sora's armor would look like. I am waiting to see whenever Nomura finally shows that.
Or Kyrie's.
Or Riku's. Or Mickey's.
Riku. I love it. Somebody said that Vanitas design was their favorite design for a bad guy. Vanitas.
Yeah.
I do love Vanitas design.
Also, the sad part is this dialogue has changed than when it was originally shown, unfortunately.
Really? Well, like how?
You should watch the original trailers when this was shown. I mean, OG trailer days. Like here, instead of saying, what did you do to him? Terra says, what have you done to his heart?
Was this in Japanese or English?
Japanese. Way back in the day. Like OG days of Birth by Sleep. And the only time Terra fights actual Vanitas.
When I do ever talk about Vanitas in, like, flashback and stuff like that from my Kingdom Hearts 1 story, because I try to keep it vague enough, but, like, kind of do hints, I pretty much, like, I could have, like, made Vanitas a bit of a legend, and they call him the Dark Warrior.
Yeah. Also, Doc says, I like what did you do to him better. Yeah. Well, also bear in mind, the context for what that line was in the Japanese trailer was a bit different, because, but that's a whole nother topic for another time. This game went through a couple of different changes.
Master Riku, I think they did talk a lot, take a lot of the story from Star Wars and apply
and Vigor says all the OG trailers for this game, yeah. Like, remember when the Ericus scene was supposed to be in Hollow Bastion?
It was?
Yeah.
Oh,
or at least at one point. Where he says, and instead of saying, I won't let you hurt my friend, he says, this power I use for my friends. So like I said, very different context, apparently.
Wow.
More than a different couple of changes, yeah. I will say I like the music for this.
Come on, whoop their butts. Oh wait. Oh, what? I guess we're finished. It's part of it.
Go take what Ventus owe you, and take Aqua's life.
I would have loved if Mickey and Xehanort had fought here. Then you could
Me
really
too. I would have loved to have seen that. I mean, the ravine was explorable from what little I saw. Yeah, that's the other weird thing too. Also,
like,
the Enchanted Dominion looked a bit different too.
Well, remember there's that scene where Terra looks kind of evil.
Yeah, so. that's just it's gone.
Was my master?
Oh, this dialogue is. Xehanort's pretty agile for his age. Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, believe me, we're about to get to some interesting stuff here in a couple seconds, but because believe me, this will only take a couple seconds, but
more.
See, that scream is better, but the dialogue, like, I don't get it.
Who let George Lucas in? Sorry.
Yeah, that joke had to be made. All right, here we go. Come on, old man.
Bring it on, old man. You can show him the door. Show him the door, Cole. Ow. You know, funny enough, that line in the secret ending actually is kind of relevant because Sora does show him the door.
Yeah. Super Keyblade wielder Terra to Terry. Oh, I just now got that joke. I think it's both the writing and the direction. Yeah, agreed, Doc.
Oh, definitely. I hope you watched our first Kingdom Hearts playthrough for the first game, Doc. Because remember, to be fair, these games are always kind of silly written, but they have their moments and they're very fun.
Well, bear in mind too, the voice acting in the Japanese version of this game is a lot better.
No, I'm just talking about Kingdom Hearts 1 in general.
Well, I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying that as another added point to that.
What do you think worse? What do you think of worse writing, Cole? Kingdom Hearts 2 or
Whoa, what the hell? Oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
Don't get cocky, Cole.
We're fine, we're fine.
What do you think's worse, Cole? Kingdom Hearts 2 or Birth by Sleep in terms of the writing?
Birth by Sleep. You know, if you think about it, Xehanort is like Cell from DBZ. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right, but I don't know. I still like Birth by Sleep. I just like the villains more.
I think it's the villains, Joel, because Joel, I cannot agree with you. The writing in some of these scenes too has it beat day in and day out. I'm sorry, I cannot agree with you there. The Terra's entire story is leagues below 2's writing.
Yeah.
Like, some of the dialogue in some of these scenes is awful.
You see? Don't turn around, Terra. You're gonna get.
Turn around. Terra's voice actor, it was in both iZombie and Veronica Mars. That's unfortunate. Also, fun fact, I forget her name. The woman who plays Thea in Arrow plays Aqua.
Oh, that's right. Thea in Arrow does play Aqua. I always forget you tell me that. Oh, here we go.
Heavy weapon guy. Heavy weapons guy. What was noise?
This line right here. No. I don't get the joke, so I don't get it. Sorry. You know that line Xehanort just said, "I swore I would survive"?
Yeah.
I always, for a long time, used to think, did Xehanort come from the Keyblade War era?
We don't know. We don't even know his old complete or. I don't think so either. Oh yeah, here's the lines.
Oh yeah. And now
wait, I wasn't willing to.
He has and now Terra has become Terra
Nort.
This heart belongs again to
Good.
darkness.
Good. And yes, it isn't Billy Zane, but for whatever reason, Billy Zane wouldn't come back.
Darkness.
Boo.
But I do like Richard Eppinger.
I like Richard Eppinger too, but he's just no Billy Zane.
No, he's no Billy Zane.
In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it.
Do you think this makes sense that he just says that? Well, not really.
Well, yeah. Well, not completely. Again, what do you mean again? Yeah. I miss Billy Zane, and yeah, you and me too, V-Griff. And now here comes the epic-ass music. Every time he says what, I can't help but hear the Japanese version go, "Nani?"
Your body submits.
Hey, I remember you. We had Cole tried to defeat you and went crazy doing it.
And I actually did beat him.
So being Nort means you
wax poetic, yeah, basically. Actually, Aqua hasn't spouted poetry yet. And good catharsis, yeah.
And you get yellow hair, yellow eyes, and white hair, so, you know.
Not a bad trade-off. Also, I love this music. Rage Awakening is so good.
I mean, Riku proves he can have white hair and sexy.
Yeah.
I've seen some really creepy, Sora Nort, pictures, and they're actually kind of cool. It's weird they draw him more scary than Vanitas, though, and it's kind of weird.
Define more scary.
He had more of a wild look.
I prefer the original Rage Awakening. Yeah.
While Vanitas is a lot more just kind of frowny face.
There's still more game. This feels like the ending. It is the ending.
This is okay, Doc. Remember, these are 3 individual stories, but in one game. So this is like
exactly.
Story 1, Story 2 will be Ventus, which we'll do tomorrow. Hopefully.
Oh, hell, he's using ultimate cannon. Oh, good, I missed that. Good, good, good.
See, I guess I would have. I
Woohoo,
guess you're.
close. Hang on,
Don't
hang
get
on.
cocky, Gold.
I know, I know. Ow, shit.
I guess you're right, Cole. Do they all end the same way? They all end on this.
Well, they end in the same place, but not in the same way, no.
Yeah,
And
Ventus is gonna
done.
do his own thing. Ventus will do his own thing.
Yep. This game is doomed by canon. Right you are, Vigriff.
It's doomed by prequelitis. That's the problem.
That too.
And I'm
Also,
not even
I don't get what the
anti-prequel in
I
terms of-
don't get this. I don't get what Lingering Will's trying to do here.
Maybe it can't get its body back, but it knows it has to stay around because.
It doesn't make any sense.
And it's about a cape for some reason. Okay.
This is the cape was added, by the way, in the final mix. Actually, in the re-releases.
Oh, that's cool, but
And now I am dead, and they dead. Now that cape appears. Fun fact: originally, the real reason the capes didn't appear in Birth by Sleep, the original, is because Nomura said they had it in there, but apparently it really lagged the game out. So they just removed it so the game would run smoother. Remember, this was on the PSP, people.
And when we get to Aqua's story, people, just so you know, and Doc, if you're still here, that's when, if you feel like this ends abruptly, Aqua's story is where
it all comes together. The true ending of this story comes when you've completed all 3, and then you get the final episode, which basically wraps it all up.
Right. So be on the lookout tomorrow
for
us. I guess you're right, Cole. They should have just done Aqua's story if they were gonna just choose one of these people.
Yeah.
Part of me would want to do Van, but I guess there's hardly any good female
Yeah,
characters.
for me, I think Aqua has the most potential, and especially how important Den is going to become later on. I think Aqua deserves the shine.
Definitely. Oh, I kind of realized I gotta find.
Are you planning on doing Union X? Yes, if I had a feasible way of recording it.
We will, though, be hopefully.
We will do back cover. We will do back cover. We'll do that in a commentary form.
But back cover, days, coded. We'll try to do some stuff. We're still figuring out.
We're still figuring out how we're going to do all that. And here we get the credits.
Terra story, worst of them. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, I think there's a scene at the end of this. Let's just make sure. So that's less than 2.5 hours. Wow, that went by. Ace is one of my favorite of the foretellers. Fun fact: I know next to nothing about Union Cross except for Luxu and a little bit about the Master of Masters and the Black Box.
I know more because I've been researching it, and I have to say I do like the lore again.
I do too, and I love the look. I love the look.
It looks really good. I like that more medieval look.
Willa Howard, that's who plays Willa Howard. That's Thea.
Terra's Jason Doring.
Yeah.
I think he could do a good job if he had better direction.
Yeah, bigger if it's acid. Yeah. Dr. Holocron. Oh, Sid. Oh, I didn't realize that's how you say it. Huh. Dr. Holocron, which do you prefer? Good story, poor gameplay, or poor story, good gameplay?
In a perfect world, both, but
in a perfect world, both. I would prefer. In a perfect world, I'd say poor gameplay, poor gameplay, good story.
Yeah.
Probably.
I guess I'm getting more of a story person.
And that too, because I've played Final Fantasy for a number of years, and that's mainly just pure RPG.
Which?
Master Riku Stitch, yeah. Master Riku, yeah. Dr. Holocron 4KH, the former. Yeah, I can respect both for that. For Dr. Holocron, typically both. For me, I usually prefer when it comes to for KH.
Kingdom Hearts, I'll take gameplay.
Gameplay. I can get through Dream Drop Distance alone because of the gameplay. I like the gameplay for Dream Drop Distance. Story, not so much.
Let's face it. Cole. Look, Kingdom Hearts is just riding on nostalgia and the fact we have lovable Disney characters, and the fact I love Source.
Yep.
And Riku.
We haven't had a quote-unquote
much
good story until probably since probably 2, and even then 2 has a really 2 story isn't perfect. You, Joel, and I can both tell you that. And it's actually, now to be fair, Joel and I at one point say we did not like 2 story, and it's come around on us a lot more.
It's not perfect, and we know it's flawed,
Ooh,
but
it's not perfect. Master Riku the former, yeah.
I will say I'm actually looking forward to 3, though.
Me
Something
too.
about it. I don't know. Maybe the trailers. Maybe they're getting to me. Maybe I'm just an over-optimistic, naive person. But I'm thinking the story, well, maybe not good, will definitely at least hold us.
Well, at least hold us and maybe get more people into the franchise, and maybe then that may spark something in Nomura. Hopefully, maybe.
I just feel like there's been more effort put into 3. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
This is
agree.
what I'm seeing. It feels like there's like. I mean, obviously it's gonna be bogged down by all the insanity because we already got time travel and people being
Oh
alive.
yeah, oh
and
yeah,
then
we're
dead,
down
and
the
we got
rabbit hole at this point. At least just make it fun.
fun and not. I mean, it's gonna be head scratching, but it's gonna be. But at least
I still say that Kyrie will get shafted in KH3. I believe you will be right, Egret, but I could be proven wrong. But you know, spoilers: Kyrie is Anort's daughter. Oh god.
Oh lord. I've actually kind of thought about not doing the whole Ansem and Kyrie connection.
All right, what was my most used command arc for enemies defeated? Oh, 5,000 enemies, nice. And I used no D-links.
Definitely.
All right, let's save that real quick. Because sadly, Joel, the where I sit is like is too far from my core to be able to actually it's too far away for me to be able to control to charge it as well as play at the same time. At least not on my couch. Otherwise, I'd have to lay on the floor.
You can't readjust your TV, your PlayStation, or move it, your table or something?
No, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I cannot adjust my TV because my TV is hooked to a wall, and I have all my consoles lined up on a nice shelf, and sadly, cords do not go that far, at least the ones I have. Okay, let me ask you this, people. How about this? If some of y'all are willing to wait, I'll charge for about 30 minutes. Joel and I will come back and we'll start Ventuses.
Sure, let me go on the bed and
Is that let's see if people actually want that, unless the majority want to wait till tomorrow. Vigor, if you're here, what do you want? Do you want Master Riku's wanting us to continue? Vigor says deal. All right.
Vigor's deal. Master Riku says I'll wait.
All right.
All right, people.
All right. I guess that's what we'll do.
Be on the lookout. In 30 minutes, I'll get myself ready.
Yeah, because I will tell you first and foremost, people. Ven's story has a bit more of a level curve in the beginning, so it's going to be a bit more annoying, gameplay-wise.
I'll put my remote's fully charged. It's been charging this
Okay, but for now, I need to let my controller charge. So for now, Red 5 standing by. Yeah, Simply Red standing by.
Nice. Okay, we'll be back. Be on the lookout. Okay.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, people. We'll be back later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.